What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's poppin'? What's going on? What's the deal? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? I don't understand. Every time I start this shit, it be on some low fucking frequency on this thing. But anyway, so what's good, people? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So today I'm going to be talking about why nice guys deserve to get played. Yes, you deserve to get played. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever. Gas All Stars, Kid Frankie 7, Brandon Judah, J317 was popping, bro. But yeah, nice guys deserve to get played. It just is what it is, right? And I'm going to get into that a little bit later today. Make sure you guys get this book, How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. If you do not have this book, you are slipping. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com to make that happen. Also, make sure you guys go to BadBoyMembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. And then make sure also that you guys donate to the show. I'm going to put the link so that you guys can donate to the show. You feel me? You said this is going to break some Sims' hearts. I mean, I hope they learn something from this shit, man, because dudes out here, they be simping heavy. They be on some nice guy shit, and it's ridiculous. Also, make sure you guys go to Patreon. Patreon.com/Mr. Locario. Let me put that in the chat. www.patreon.com/Mr. Locario. And join the Patreon so you guys can get the program How to Get Laid Without Going on Dates. Okay, so dude's been hitting that up heavy. You understand? Heavy. And getting results on that shit heavy. So I want all of you guys to make sure you go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario so you can learn how to get laid without going on dates. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys check that out. Also, make sure you guys go to our other Patreon, patreon.com/The Confidence Show. That shit is on point. If you are not checking The Confidence Show, make sure you guys get up on that. So patreon.com/The Confidence Show. So we got a lot of shit going on, man. A lot of shit going on. You feel what I'm saying? First down, you said you're a nice guy and you want to know what I'm about to say. That's what's up. See, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. So I'm going to break down why nice guys deserve to get played by women, right? And it's actually a good thing if you get played, because what happens is that you need to wake up. You understand? You need to wake up. See, first let's talk about what is a nice guy in this game, right? Now, first, what guys have to understand is the difference between being a good person, being a good guy, an actual good dude, and a nice guy. See, when we talk about a nice guy when it pertains to the game, when we talk about in the context of game, a nice guy is the opposite of the bad boy, right? And so what nice guys do is they pander to women. They, try to impress women. They do things that the women want, and not necessarily, they're not doing things that they want to do. They're sucking up, they're kissing ass, to try to get girls to like them, try to get sex and all this other stuff. So you're being, overly nice because you're trying to get something from the chick. You're trying to, have sex with her or whatever, right? So now what happens is this. If you are doing that type of stuff, you have to understand exactly Swerve Fly said nice guys aren't nice because it's, it's not genuine. That's the thing. That's the thing. See, the stuff you're doing is not genuine shit. You're doing it because you're expecting a certain result. And then when you don't get that result, you're pissed off and you're upset and you're angry. I see this shit all the time. And this is why I'm saying nice guys deserve to get played. So what nice guys will do is this. A nice guy will go out on let's say 2, 3, 4 dates with a woman, right? He's going to go on 2 or 3, 4 dates with a woman, and he likes her and he wants to have sex with her, right? And he tells the girl, "Hey, girl, let's go out on some dates. I want to get to know you. You know, I really like you. I want to make some. You know, let's make this happen, right?" And what happens is that he goes on these 3 or 4 dates. He's expecting sex, right? And then what happens is the girl doesn't have sex with him. Let's say, for example, she says, "Well, I just don't feel this connection. You know, I don't feel like we click and all of that." And so she don't want to fuck with him no more. So now he's mad because he was expecting the result of sex through taking her out, spending a lot of money on her. So now he feels upset because he feels like he wasted his time and his energy and his money, right? So now he's pissed off at her because he went through all of that shit to try to have sex with her, right? But what is the type of things he says? He says, "Oh, but I just want to get to know you," right? Well, he did get to know her, right? So what is he mad about? You understand? He spent time with her. "Oh, I want to spend some time with you. I want to chill." He spent time with her and he chilled. So, what is he mad about? See, he's mad because he's a bullshitter. He really didn't want to go get to know her and do all other extra shit. He wanted sex, but he thought the way to get sex was to, do that bullshit. Shout out to April MC in the chat. What's popping? So he thinks this is how he needs to do it in order to make it happen. You understand? He feels he needs to make that to do that to make this shit happen. Man. But yeah, that's the thing. The thing is, nice guys deserve to get played because nice guys are dishonest. You understand? Nice guys are dishonest. Handsome Bachelor, you said in a lot of cases, though, that's just how the guys are raised and taught through. Nobody talks about that. Honestly, that's true. And see, that's the thing. Even if those guys were taught that way, they still deserve to be played because they need to learn. You understand what I'm saying? They need to learn. So even if they don't know any better, they need to go through the bullshit so that they can learn. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing. And see, what happens is that a lot of these nice guys, they're not really nice guys. You understand? They're not really, you understand? They're doing all of this underhanded shit to try to get a certain result. But what happens is that when they don't get that result, that's when you see the real them comes out. You feel what I'm saying? The real them is going to come out at that point. That's when they start, "Oh, these fucking bitches and these hoes and I did all..." Because see, this is how guys think. They look at it like, I forgot who is saying this. But somebody said this and I heard this and I was like, this is a perfect example of how to explain it. Nice guys look at dealing with women like putting money into a mutual fund. You understand? And they feel like, well, I put all this money in, so I should be gaining some interest. Like this shit should be growing, right? So nice guys think the more time I spend with her, the more time I talk to her on the phone, the more dates we go on, the more things I do for her, that means she owes me the things that I want from her, right? Now she owes me sex. She owes me, fucking with me. And then when it doesn't happen, when the chick's like, "You know what? I'm not really feeling you like this," then he gets pissed off and he gets upset, right? And now she's all types of bitches and hoes and all this other stuff. And see, this is why women don't like nice guys, because women are very suspicious of when a guy is being extra nice. Because she knows what that's going to mean later on down the line. You understand? She knows what that's going to mean. And see, the thing with the nice guy isn't doing the thing he wants to do. He's doing the thing that he thinks the girl wants to do. And he's doing that because he thinks in exchange he's going to get sex. So instead of just actually being himself, instead of actually doing the things he wanted to do, he's doing the things he thinks he needs to do to get the sex, and when he doesn't get the sex, now he's upset. You understand? So the thing is, the difference between being a nice guy and an actual good guy, a good person, right, is that when you're a good guy, overall, you're just a person who, you know, you do good things. You're kind to people. You're chill. You're very pleasant to be around. But at the same time, what you do is that you still do your own thing. You still know how to say no. You still know how to stand on your own shit. A nice guy doesn't stand on anything. He just does whatever he thinks the girl wants him to do and hopes and prays that the girl gives him pussy. And when it doesn't, when the pussy don't happen, he turns into a fucking psycho. You understand what I'm saying? So the nice guy is putting on an act. A nice guy is fake. This is why women don't like nice guys. This is why women gravitate to bad boys. Because the bad boy, generally, he seems more real to the woman versus the nice guy. You understand? Because she's like, why is he doing all these things? Why is he acting this way? Why is he being extra attentive to, you understand what I'm saying? And so she's not really feeling him like that. You understand? So you got to understand that. Exactly, Christopher. And women don't like to be worshipped. And these nice guys be out here worshiping chicks, doing all that extra shit. You understand what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. And as you say, you don't think the nice guy and bad boy dichotomy exists? An awkward nice guy, Chad, will get more chicks than an ugly bad boy? No, they won't. That's the thing that a lot of y'all don't get. I swear, man. Y'all really, really don't get how women, respond to dudes. Y'all be thinking it's just like one, two simple thing. Women are all over the fucking place. If you really want to understand this game, just understand that women do not act and respond in the logical way you would expect. As soon as you understand that, you're good. If you keep thinking that women respond in the way that you think as far as logic is concerned, you're always going to be confused. You're always going to be confused. You got to understand that women, like even the other day I put out a video where I was talking about, I was talking about how, texting women, and doing all that sexual texting doesn't really work when you're first talking to a girl you met off an online site or whatever. And I was basically trying to explain, I'm like, listen, you got to understand that even though women like sex, they're not thinking about it in the exact same capacity, or they're not engaging in it in the same capacity that we are. So we don't see it the exact same way that they do. So a lot of times women, they like sex, they'll be sexually turned on in a certain context. Whereas for us, it's just sort of like black and white. It's like, okay, we see a hot girl, we ready to fuck. Right? They see a hot guy, they're thinking about, oh yeah, I'd fuck him. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're actually going to fuck him. Because there's a lot of stupid ass little things that they'll, okay, I'll give you an example. One time, I was with this chick, right? And I told her that one of my boys wanted to hit, right? Now, she had to ask me a million fucking questions about this guy. Right? She had to ask me a million fucking questions about this guy. Right? But when it came down to him, I called him up and said, yo, she wants you to come through. He ain't asked no fucking questions. He was just there. He's like, oh, where she's trying to. He's there. He's done. He's like, oh, she's trying to smash. Cool. Well, when it came time for me to tell her she had to ask a million fucking questions. What up, King Leak? What's popping? But that's how the shit goes. See, so it's different. It's not the same. It's not the exact same with us how it is for them. You understand? Now there's similarities, but it's not exactly the same. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that donate link. Make sure you donate to the show. Hit that donate link, people. You feel what I'm saying? But that's the thing. See, nice guys, they really don't understand the game. So they think the way to get a girl, or the way to, get a girl to like them or whatever it is to be extra nice, do whatever the girl wants them to do, and all this other shit. And so they end up getting played, and then they get pissed off at the chick. Like, for example, I saw this dude left a comment talking about, oh, well, these chicks are fucked up because, you'll go on 3 dates with them, and then they'll say they just want to be friends. I'm like, nigga, first of all, why are you even going on 3 dates with a chick that you don't even see that she's interested in you? Why have you not had sex with her at this point? What are you doing? That's on you for not being gamed up. That's on you. That's on you for being a sucker, spending all this extra time with some chick who you didn't even realize wasn't really feeling you. Like, for example, when I date, like if I go on a date with a chick, let's say I go and hang out with a chick, right? Or even don't even got to be necessarily a planned date. It could be I just met some chick at a bar and we talking, right? And I'll try to kiss her. Now, if she don't kiss me, I'm done. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I remember one time I was talking to this girl. I got her number or whatever. We was talking a little bit more, and we were flirting. I'm trying to kiss her, and she moved her face. She didn't want to kiss me and shit. And I fucking deleted her number right in front of her. I was like, okay, well, listen, I'm gonna delete your number out my phone because she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, yo, you ain't trying to do that. She's like, but I just met you. I'm like, and Brad Davis, that's you that run that the fan Instagram. That's what's up. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. But yeah, that's the thing. You guys out there, y'all be giving these chicks too much fucking chances, man. Here we said I'm rude. Exactly, King 20. I'm like, charge your ass to the game. Fuck out of here. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, where if you're going on 3 dates and you're like mad because at the third date she just want to be friends, she put you in a friend zone, or she ain't really feeling you like that, that's your fault, and you deserve that shit. You deserve that shit, because all you needed to do was say, listen, I'm attracted to you. Let's get together and hook up. Why is that so hard for dudes to do? But see, dudes just scared to do that because they think, oh, that's not going to work. I'm going to get rejected. Blah, 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 blah. You understand what I'm saying? Or, oh, girls aren't going to go for that. Bro, you don't understand the game. That's why you're doing that nice guy shit and not getting nowhere. Like, I saw another comment where a dude was like, he said, hold on, I'm going to take calls in a minute. I'm going to take calls soon. Hold on. There was another guy who said, what did he say? Oh, he said, the reason why us guys are frustrated with women is because we'll be nice to a girl, and then we'll see her get with another guy who doesn't treat her right. He said, you'll see that girl get with another guy who won't treat her right. I'm like, nigga, if you don't get your Captain Save that whole ass out of this motherfucker with that bullshit, you mad because a chick don't want to fuck with you, and you're like, but why is she fucking with that other guy? He treats her bad. He's so mean to her. I'd treat her great. I would treat her like a queen. You understand? That's why the chick don't want to fuck with you, because you stupid. The fuck you treating her like a queen for, you idiot? Like, what are you talking about? You understand? Shout out to my dude EO in the chat. What's popping, bro? Like, what kind of stupidness is that shit? See, all you have to do when you're dealing with women, don't treat her like no queen. Don't fucking do extra shit. Just do you. That's it. Just be you 100%. Be like, listen, this is what I'm trying to do with you. You down or you not? Okay, you down? Cool. If you're not, cool. You understand? Hey, listen, I wanna go get some drinks this Friday. Come roll with me. You understand? That's what I want to do. I'm not trying to impress you. If you don't like it, that's cool. You could keep it moving. If you do like it and I like you, we could keep it going in that direction. But see, a lot of these dudes, they sitting there looking at, this guy's not treating her right and blah blah blah. And I'm like, bruh, you're not treating yourself right because you're acting like someone you're not to try to get pussy. That's what nice guys do. They're being fake to try to get pussy. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they're doing. And that's why they deserve to get played. You understand? All you need to do is be yourself. Like, I remember there was this guy, he said, he told me, he was like, yo, I went out to see this movie with this chick. He was like, I didn't really want to go see that movie. I said, then why'd you go see the movie? He's like, oh, because she wanted to see it. See, you being a nice guy. And that's why she don't respect you. You feel what I'm saying? That's why she don't respect you. That's what dudes don't get. A chick is not attracted to a guy who's doing shit for her. A chick is attracted to a guy who's doing him. You understand? I remember when I used to rap, I had a line in one of my raps where I said, I'm just doing me. That's why she's doing me. You understand what I'm saying? Bars. I'm just doing me. That's why she's doing me. That's all you got to do. Just do you. And when you're interacting with her, do the things with her that you want to do with her, not do the things that she wants to do, not do the things that you think she wants to do. Do the things you want to do. You understand? This is what be fucking motherfuckers up. You understand what I'm saying? But dudes is always trying to do extra shit for a girl, be, extra fucking nice to a chick. And this shit don't really, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna help you. That shit is not gonna help you. All right, so you guys can call up. Make sure that you guys donate to the show. But you guys can call up. Call the number 646-481-3901. Hold on. You.
Hey, Mr. Locario, it's Ross.
What's going on, bro? What's popping?
Not much. How about you?
I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
So, about this topic.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you said that most guys,
mm-hmm.
right, in general, are beta males. Certainly when it comes to marriages, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you say that that's also the case with like most male celebrities?
That are their beta males?
Like most of them.
I mean, a lot of them are. You understand? A lot of these dudes, just because they're famous, you understand, they got status, they got money, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not beta males. You gotta understand, being alpha or being beta is all about your mindset and your attitude and how you go about shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, for example, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is he's on some beta male shit because he allowed that shit with his wife to get that far. You understand what I'm saying? So,
well, yeah. Although actually, she said that actually, he did a lot of shit there too.
Mm-hmm. Like what?
like same kind of stuff that that he's accusing her of.
I mean,
abuse.
I don't believe it though. I don't believe it. The reason why I don't believe it is because the shit that I heard on them calls, I can tell when a fucking a chick be, you know what I'm saying? When if a chick, see, the thing was everybody thought he was doing some shit. Then when I heard them fucking audios, I was like, nah, this is he's his whole energy. He's too much of a beta and a simp to even bother to it even to get to that point. You understand what I'm saying? Like he's not even there. That's what I believe. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And also, you're saying that as a man, in relationships, right, you want to be the ones to make the decisions, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Usually.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you were going on about saying, it's disgusting how, men, they have to, a lot of them, feel like they have to, sleep on the couch,
mm-hmm.
right? But, what if, they actually did deserve to, not sleep in their bed? Because actually they actually did something that was their fault.
Wait, hold on. So you saying that if a dude is married and he did something bad, he should be sleeping on the couch?
I mean, yeah, because
why?
Because because is his fault.
I know,
but
take what?
Some responsibility.
Okay, so what I'm saying, think about it this way. If the CEO of a company fucked up or made a mistake or did some fucked up shit, right? Should he not work or come into work? Should he just destroy his old company? Just let the shit fall by the wayside because he fucked up?
No.
Okay, so why should a man who is running his household be sleeping on the couch?
Well, let's say, what if she found out that he cheated on her?
Mm-hmm.
Or let's say, what if he actually abused her physically?
Mm-hmm.
Or he did something reprehensible.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, this is the thing. First of all, if he's doing something crazy like abusing her, you feel what I'm saying? That's a whole another topic, and him sleeping on the couch ain't gonna do nothing about that. But just in general, let's say if he cheated on her, you feel what I'm saying? He just comes in, hey, listen, I cheated, my bad, I won't do it again, and then that's it. And then we sleeping in the fucking bed. My thing is that to think that a guy should be sleeping on the couch, that's what I'm saying. That's beta male type of thinking. You understand what I'm saying? Because so have you ever heard about a woman sleeping on the couch?
Usually not.
Exactly. Why haven't you ever heard that though? You see what I'm saying? You see how that fucking trickery works? You've never heard anything about the woman sleeping on the couch. It's always the man has to sleep on the couch. And that's the indoctrination of them saying, well, you should do this, and you have to always fucking bend over backwards to deal with this woman. That's that nice guy shit. You understand what I'm saying? That still stems into that nice guy nonsense. Sleeping on the couch. That's ridiculous. You see what I'm saying?
Even if he's trying to be a gentleman?
Men aren't supposed to be gentlemen. You understand what I'm saying? Let's break down that word. Gentle man. A man is not supposed to be gentle. You understand? He can be gentle in certain situations, but he ain't supposed. That's not his nature to be gentle. You understand what I'm saying? That again, that's nice guy shit. Gentleman. The fuck. What does being a gentleman do for you? You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And I'm glad you're bringing this up because all these things are things that men are fucking programmed to think they should be doing.
Yeah, I guess that means it's the whole wave of the feminist movement and other shit like the Me Too movement,
right?
Yeah, but I think in some respect it's good that men are treating women, with fair amount of respect, right? Back in the days when like men could get away with, sexually harassing women or making them feel uncomfortable or making them feel powerless. But I guess at the same time, it's gone too far.
Well, see, the thing is this though. You've always had dudes who did goofy ass shit. You understand? But see, the goofy shit was never masculine in the first place. See, if you beating on a woman, that ain't no fucking masculine shit. You understand what I'm saying? If you are sexually harassing a woman, that ain't no masculine shit. You see what I'm saying? That's not like a masculine dude ain't beating on no chick. A masculine dude ain't sexually harassing no girl. You understand what I'm saying? Like that men don't do that. Like real men don't do that type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because the reason why a dude usually sexually harasses a girl, either he got mental issues or he ain't getting no pussy. You feel what I'm saying? Or if a dude is beating up on a chick, that's him having anger issues, mental issues, him fucking his insecurity, all of that other shit. You understand what I'm saying? So that's that. A lot of people like to group, like they even have the term toxic masculinity, which is talking about that type of bullshit. But that's not really masculine though. You see what I'm saying? Like that's already in itself isn't masculine. You feel what I mean? So that's what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're saying because being a real strong, true, honorable man isn't someone who would beat up on women.
Right, you wouldn't even do none of that shit would even come into your fucking
he would know how to
situation.
Deal with women.
Exactly. Yeah, you definitely know how to deal with women. You feel what I mean? But yo, let me get a few more of these calls, my brother. Appreciate the call, man. All right, I'm a holler.
All right, thanks a lot, Mr. Locario.
All right, peace. All right, so the caller number 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901. Make sure you guys hit that donate button. All right. You.
Yo, what's up, Mr. Locario?
What's poppin'? What's going on?
This is Frank from the Bay, man.
What's going on with you, man?
Chilling. Yeah, I just want to thank you for, lacing me up with game the last couple of years, man. Appreciate it. You really opened up my third eye. And I do a lot of things differently, I should say. Because, in conversations with a lot of guys, like, niggas still out here, like, buying females drinks and, like, food and going on dinner dates. And I'm like, damn, that's something. I guess if you know better, you do better, right? But, so my question... So I feel like I'm low-key, like, plateauing in the terms of the quality of females that I get. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to, like, step it up and, like, possibly get more, like, dimes, more, like, consistent 9s and 10s and 8s. Like, right now I'm kind of staggering between the 6 and 8 range. You get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to, like, make the 8s my bottom. And like go from 8s to 10s to dimes, if you will.
Right.
And also, my second thing, sometimes, I go on a date with a chick. Like I'm feeling her, like I'm physically attracted to her. We hook up that same night, and I'm thinking. I know you tell us like try to enjoy the moment because like you may never see the chick again, right? And I always keep that in the back of my head. And and whenever I'm with the chick, like, we're doing our thing, like, I'm enjoying the moment, like, I'm all wrapped up in the moment, but, like, sometimes I do want to see these girls again, but for some reason, like, it just never happens, and I'm just learning to, like, like, be not really cold about it, just to learn to like, move on. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, what's your advice on, what's your take on that?
Well, the thing is, the first thing you're talking about with the 8, more of the girls you would consider the 8, 9s, and 10s or whatever, I talked about this before, is that you in order to make that happen more to get better, better quality women, is that you have to start to eliminate the 6s and the 7s and all that other shit. Like you have to go cold turkey on that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like so what happens is that you have to get your energy used to only dealing with those type of girls. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So that means that you have to totally. So like, let's say if you like, damn, I haven't smashed nothing in a month or so, and then let's say a girl who you think is a 6 comes along, you gotta say no to that. You gotta be like, nah, I can't do it.
Right.
You understand
Right.
what I'm saying? And so you have to do that, and at the same time, just be focusing on the chicks that you're really attracted to. And so what happens is
Right.
that you get yourself used to it. It's just like how a lot of times where, let's say for example, a dude is watching a lot of porn and he jerking off all the time, and sometimes what happens is because he does that, he fucking he can't get it up when he's dealing with a real chick. So he has to stop jerking off all completely so that his dick can get used to dealing with real women. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the same concept as that you got to get your mindset and your energy used to only dealing with a certain type of woman that you find is this type of attractive to you. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing.
Can I,
Go ahead, what you saying?
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah, can I say something real quick? So I'm on a dating thing, right? Dating site, and like the way it works. So basically, like the females, you probably know your listeners probably know what I'm talking about. Where like the female likes you, and you can either like go ahead and like her back and like chat with her, or if you don't like her, you can just kind of like X her, and that way you don't gotta talk to her. And like me being a quote unquote nice nigga, like I be liking chicks that I'm not like really like interested in. You know what I'm saying? So like then you chicks be trying to talk to me, and I kind of feel obligated in a sense because I'm not trying to be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not really like interested. So I just
think about it this way. Think about it this way. See, understand that being a nice guy is being an asshole. You know why? Because when you're if you match, let's say you match with a girl, right? Let's say you on Tinder, you swipe at a bunch of chicks, right? And you match with a chick that you're not interested in, and she hits you up and she says hi or whatever, right? Now, you engaging in the conversation with her and leading her on, thinking that she probably could end up seeing you or whatever, that's you being an asshole. It's better for you to just ignore her or to unmatch her. You know what I'm saying? So that you don't do all that extra shit giving her this false hope. You see what I'm saying? But see, that feeling of like being obligated to do it, that's coming from that nice guy energy because you're feeling like, damn, I feel bad for her because maybe she likes me, maybe I should do, like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need to do none of that shit. You just keep that shit pushing. Like, it's not your job to save these women. You feel what I'm saying? It's not your job.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's crazy. And the other thing I would say to you is because you was asking, so you're saying sometimes you would fuck with these chicks and then you want to see them again and then it wouldn't happen?
Right. It wouldn't happen, right.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's out of your control. You feel what I'm saying? That's out of your control. So you can't, there's nothing you can do about that. Because
I'm learning to accept that, like earlier on when I first really got back in the game, I was like, damn, like, bad as fuck. I try to hit him back, like, what's good? Now, like, if I hit him up, like, yo, hit me up when you're free and she don't say nothing, I just forget about it. I'm learning to, like, move on quickly now. You get what I'm saying?
Right, because the thing is, there's certain things you just can't control. It is what it is because there's so many factors and variables as to why she's not hitting you back up. You feel what I'm saying? She could have just lost interest. She could have had some boyfriend come through that she got back with. She could, just be going through some issues, whatever the fuck it is. But either way, you can't force her to want to see you. She got to have to want to do it. So all you can do is just hit her up. Hit her up that one time. Be like, yo, let's get together. And if she don't respond, then you just keep that shit pushing. You understand?
Right. And last question. I promise. So like I'm getting a little older. I'm late 20s now. Like I'm about to be 30 at some point real soon.
Right.
And like, what do you think is the long-term strategy? Because personally, I want to have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I want a family at some point. But at the same time, I kind of want to like hold out till, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm being realistic. You know what I'm saying? But I do kind of like, I want my own like family. I want to have kids, possibly a wife or a partner. I'm not really sure on that end. But like, what's the long-term strategy as dudes begin to enter that next phase of their lives and they start to get older? Like, what do you think is the long-term strategy?
Hey, wait, how old are you?
28.
28.
29 in November. Okay.
Well, the thing is the long-term strategy really is one, because I say this all the time, is that first you gotta fuck with a lot of chicks. That's one. Just off the bat, you gotta fuck with a lot of girls. then you narrow it down. So what I mean is let's just use a simple, let's use a simple fucking example. Let's say you're dealing with you let's say you just holler at 10 girls. Out of those 10 girls, 4 of them, you understand, you start fucking with, right? Now, let's say out of those 4, 2 fall off. So now you got 2. Now you have one chick who she's inconsistent. She's kind of wishy-washy all over the place. You know, the sex is good, but she don't really listen to you that much and all this other stuff. Then you got the other girl who she's consistent, she's cooperative, sex is good, she does shit for you. And so let's say both of those girls you've been dating for like a year, right? And then so what happens is let's say if you want a girlfriend, the first girl who's been consistent, who's been on point, who's been, you know, really getting it in, that's the chick you can keep as your girlfriend. You feel what I'm saying? Then as she's your girlfriend, you keep her as a girlfriend for at least 5 years. You feel what I'm saying? Then you make her your wife and have kids with her. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so you want to play the slow, long game when it comes to actually taking a woman seriously to be part of your situation. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is 2 things. Is one, you get to see how consistent she is over time. And 2, you get to learn how to maintain a relationship over a consistent period of time. You see what I'm saying? So that's the main 2 things that happens in that situation. A lot of times what happens is most people, they rush into a long-term relationship. They rush into, you know, having kids and all this other shit. This is where you got a bunch of baby mamas, baby daddies, you know, people breaking up after 6 months and all that other shit. It's because they're not taking the time to vet people over an extended period of time. So all you need to do is just vet chicks over an extended period of time, and the ones who are really down, the ones who are really, you know, trying to fuck with you, they're gonna fuck with you. Now, on your end though, you have to also be consistent too. So what I mean is that it's not about the girl just being consistent with you. You got to also be consistent with the girl, because if she sees that you're inconsistent, that's going to make her inconsistent. You see what I mean? So a lot of times what happens is you will get more consistency out of certain women based off of your consistency because they're following your lead. Soon as a chick, because if a chick is consistent and the chick is on point, if she sees that you're not on point, she has no reason to be on point with you, because now she's like, okay, this motherfucker just playing games. He on some bullshit and all that other stuff. So you have to make sure that you're consistent so that she can be consistent. Because a lot of times what happens is that you're going to have women who automatically have that energy of consistency and of cooperation. Then you're going to have women who are coachable, meaning that they're going to be women who you influence to become consistent with you. And so what happens is that in, you know, both regards, it's still you having to be consistent. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about you just doing whatever the fuck you want and expecting a girl to be on point. You have to be on point first as an example. You understand what I'm saying? So that she can also be on point. You see what I'm saying?
Word. Yeah.
So that's what it is. You feel me?
All right. Appreciate you, my G.
All right, bro. I'm holler, man.
All right, peace. All right, peace.
All right. All right, guys. So the caller number is 646-481-3901. Make sure you hit that donate link. All right, what's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, what's up, Mr. Locario? It's Joe from Australia.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, not much. Just want to say I've actually respect you, man. I've been following you for about a year or 2 now. After following your advice, yeah, I've got myself into a pretty good situation right now. Right, but that's part of my question as well, actually. Mm. Yeah, so I've been dealing with this girl, right? Mm. Seeing each other for 5 weeks, but now she's had to move back to a different state. So I'm pretty much asking your advice about a long-term relationship, because I know this chick's good quality. She told me she loved me firstly. Uh-oh. So it wasn't me who said it first, it was her. Yeah, I know. So that kind of threw me off, because that was the first time it ever happened to me. So yeah, I've been sort of like bringing the fact that I want an open relationship, which she was actually susceptible to it at first. But then once she went when she went to a different state, she actually got that's when she was honest with me, like, I don't know why why are you pushing me to an open relationship? She's pretty loyal and all that. But listening back on your past videos, that's a bit, I don't know, it's just a bit of a mixed message to me, if you know what I mean.
And how long y'all been seeing each other for?
Around 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
6 weeks. So that shit is still new. So and how far is she from you now? Like if you was to go travel to meet her, how long it takes for you out to like get to each other?
We got to fly out, so it'll be like a 3 to 4 hour flight.
Oh damn. Okay. And how old are you? How old are you and how old is she?
I'm 24. She's 23.
Okay, so y'all young as shit, man. Listen. And so you said that you was telling her. Well, this is the thing. First of all, y'all. K-Zach and 20 in the chat saying it's only been 6 weeks. She's saying she loves you, but first of all,
that caught me off guard. To be honest.
Right. So y'all just dating, bro. Y'all just dating. Y'all and the thing is, you're taking this way too seriously than you need to take it. What I would say to you is this: if you like the girl and it seems like she likes you, because she said to you that she felt funny like seeing other guys, or what did she say exactly about you bringing up, hey, we should just keep it open or whatever?
Pretty much, she was pretty much in my area for a work placement, right? And like when she came here, she obviously came out of a long-term relationship and all that, which I didn't mind anyways. And I knew she had a history, like she's been seeing she used to date a lot of girls. I mean, a lot of guys. So it doesn't really bother me as well, like learning that from you as well.
So wait, so she just came. Hold on. She just came out of a relationship.
No, she came out of a relationship, I think 6 months ago, but she's over it now though.
And how long? Do you know how long her and her ex were together?
She was saying about a year.
Okay, and so the thing is this: is that all you need to tell her is this, man. Just be like, look, I'm feeling you, you feeling me, and this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go see other people, and you're gonna go see other people because we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. You understand what I'm saying? Did you tell her, hey, we're boyfriend and girlfriend? Did you say any of that shit yet?
Man, that's the thing. Like, I think I have a.
Hold on. You say you think you did? You either did or you didn't. What'd you say?
I said that I wanted to be in a relationship with her, but like with a whole long distance thing, it's just making it hard, especially for me and for her as well.
Right. Okay. Well, look, you can say, look, we could be in a relationship, meaning we're dating and we're doing our thing with other people. And when we see each other again, when we hang out, we do our thing with each other. And that's it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, first of all, 6 weeks, that's what, like a month in a few weeks, that's nothing. So the thing is, y'all just started seeing each other. You're young. You understand what I'm saying? You and her having some long-term, long-distance relationship where y'all are monogamous, that ain't gonna happen. I'm telling you right now, that ain't gonna happen. In a few weeks, she gonna meet some other dude, and in a few weeks, you gonna meet some other chick. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, whatever. Y'all gonna meet different people. So what I'm saying is that y'all don't necessarily have to stop fucking with each other. Just be realistic. Tell her, hey, look, I'm feeling you, I like you, and we could just keep this going, but we gonna see other people. I think it's his call that cut off. But yeah, that's what you got to do, man. You just got to let her know that, that's what you're trying to do. Y'all be taking this shit way too fucking seriously too fast, man. I'm telling you. Take your time with the shit. K-Zach, said these young dudes be killing you. That's funny. Yeah, dudes be like, really, really like, about that life so soon, man. Take your time with the shit. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright, I promise. It's gonna be alright, I promise. So the caller number 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901. But yeah, dudes be, man. That should be crazy. You said the young dudes be living in scarcity now. That's what happens, man. Yo, you say you laugh when the chick says she loves you. Oh, man. That's funny. That is funny. But yeah, that's what it is, man. You guys, you can't be rushing into these things, man. You don't need to rush into this shit. People be rushing into these long-term, serious, committed relationships mad quick. I'm like, nah, bro. You don't got to do that shit. You feel me? But yeah, the call number 646-481-3901. Make sure you guys get the likes up, people. Make sure you guys get the likes up. Also, make sure you guys hit that donate button. Donate to the show. You feel me? Man. ESA, you said you've been following me for months and you smashed 20 chicks in the last year? That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, people gotta, not get caught up, because you know what it is? A lot of times they meet people they really like. And they're like, shit, I want this shit to last forever. I gotta lock this motherfucker down. It's crazy. What's going on? What's popping?
What's up, Mr. Locario? This is Party from Florida. How you doing?
I'm chilling. What's the deal?
Chilling. The lines are dry. What's going on? What's going on, people?
It's that Corona, man. They all they all dropping like flies. So what's going on with you?
Yo, listen. I'm gonna say something real quick about this Corona thing. This is a little off topic, but so you guys are a little worried and everything like that. You don't really need to worry about that, because if something is meant to happen, it's just going to happen.
Right.
And I consider, you guys have to look at the earth and nature as, it's a living organism, just like we are. We're like cells on the earth. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So if this thing is real, then those who are meant to survive will survive. I mean, I don't know how to.
Right. Exactly. That's real shit. That's real shit, because see, a lot of people, they're trying to. It reminds me of that movie Final Destination and shit, where death is like coming after you no matter what. Like, you're supposed to die. You feel me? It's like, look, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. I don't know what to say. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like we're so scared, and we're so attached to this life, and I get it, but at the same time, it's like, yo, a lot of this shit is out of your control. You understand what I'm saying? It's out of your control, and especially the way they talking about it. They're like, listen, if you breathe the air, you're gonna catch some shit. And I'm like, really? Like, they making this shit sound like a fucking zombie movie or some shit. Like, motherfuckers is gonna just say hi to you, and then the fucking breath from the hi is gonna fucking get to your face, and you gonna fucking catch corona and die. It's just like, it's ridiculous. It's crazy.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the macho-ness in me. It's like, it's gonna sound crazy when I say this, but it's like, well, I kind of want to be around it so I can just, I don't know, build the immunity to it.
Right.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not coming from a place of fear. I'm more so like, I'm more calm than anything. What I'm more worried about is how this is gonna affect money.
Right, exactly. That's when it's gonna be really some shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's when it's gonna be. I don't want to get into my conspiracy theory tinfoil hat thoughts, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of shit seeming kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Because it was funny. I was on my Facebook the other day, and somebody wrote this comment, and I was thinking this exact same thing. It was like, what's funny about this coronavirus shit? You hear all these people dying, right? But has anybody seen or heard anyone coming out and talking about it. Like you there's no names of the people dying. There's no family members making videos about, yo, my dad just died or this person just died, and they're not sitting there crying. Like, this social media age where people are Instagramming and Twittering and Facebooking and YouTubing everything, nobody has any footage or videos of anyone who's died or any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like where all these people dying? Where's the families and the friends and the footage of the death? Like what's going on?
Yeah, I know where you're at. You kind of at that point where you're like, you're not trying to dismiss.
Right.
You know, everyone's, you know, how do you say, you know, angst or everyone's, you know, feelings towards it. But you also, on the other side of you, like,
right.
I mean, there's other things that kill us more easily and more often than
oh yeah,
kind of stuff.
Yeah, like, do you know, like, yo, I fucking Googled, I was like doing some research, and it said in the United States, over 7,000 people die a day. In one day. You know what I'm saying? In one fucking day. And I said that basically breaks down to every 12 seconds somebody's dying.
And that 7,000 is more than actual people who have died in the U.S.
Right. That's right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, it's funny how that shit, you know, how that shit works. So it's like when you put shit into context, it's like, okay, yeah, I understand people supposedly are dying, but let's, like, if we put it into context, does it really make sense in the grand scheme of things that it's like, now, if you say statistically 7,000 people a day die in the United States, and then you said, yo, Corona is killing like 8,000-9,000 people a day, then I'll be like, God damn, yeah. Then that's, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Now we got something to think about.
Right, exactly. You know? But I'm like, if it's a small percentage, is it really that serious though? Like, again, it's people are dying, people die. You know, it's sad. It is what it is. I get it, but it's like this. It's like if I was someone's boss and they say, "Hey, boss, I need a raise," and I'm like, "All right, cool. Well, I'll give you 25 cents more a month on your paycheck." You know, is that really that big of a fucking deal? You understand what I'm saying? Like, is that percentage that big of a deal? You know what I mean? Like, it does. That's what I'm saying. So, like, in the grand scheme of things, is that's all I'm saying. Like, I fucking like to question a lot of shit. You feel what I mean? And so that's the interesting part about that, the way I'm looking at it. You feel what I mean?
Hell yeah. And then you see, nature is very peculiar. Nature, it's like, it's a mind. I mean, if you understand, like, let's say, like, the Bible and how the Bible is actually, it's not really a religious book. It's really a book on psychology. But we've taken it and then we've made it all religious and stuff. So in the Bible, if you listen to like Reverend Ike, he uses this when he speaks. He talks about how mind and man is the same thing. You know, the mind is a metaphor for the man. So I look at nature like that too, as a mind, as a thinking thing. And then if in humans, us humans, we are a part of God, but we were made particularly in His image. So if you look at us and the difference between all other creatures on Earth, we have a certain type of dominion that other creatures and living things do not have.
Right.
So we have a very, you know, to whom much is given, much is required, right?
Right.
So I look at the way that nature, and I look at the way that we are in society, and women, and how women actually pick men. Right. It's so stupid how they pick men, and the way if it's allowed for women to pick men the way that they're picking men now, then the race, as far as like the strong men being produced at the rate that needs to be produced, is going to go down. Right. So because you got women out here picking a guy, getting pregnant by him because he thinks his shoes are cute. Right. You know, where a lioness would take, or the lion will take over a pride because of his strength. Right. Strength is what's going to allow the pride to continue to thrive. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how a guy's cute shoes are going to ensure that your children and your family is going to continue to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And it's particularly us, you know, in the black community, we know how petty. I'm not saying it's only black women. I'm pretty sure all races of women have this pettiness.
Mm-hmm.
But we know firsthand on how petty women can be as far as when it comes to picking a mate.
Right.
So with all of this scaring thing going on with like nature, I wonder if it's going to kind of reset the way that women pick men or their criteria on picking a man or picking a mate.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now it's complete bullshit. You see all these women getting pregnant by dudes that don't really, and that's all races of people, getting pregnant by dudes that don't really provide anything. Dudes getting women pregnant who don't really provide anything. So it's going on both sexes. So I wonder if this is going to kind of reset them. Because I'm looking at people, I look at women and I'm looking at the guys that they're with. I'm like, if I really wanted to, I could just knock the fuck out of him like easily right now and just take you.
Well, see, the thing is with all that is that it's not. I don't think it's necessarily gonna change because it's still a thing where a lot of women get pregnant by the alphas. You understand what I'm saying? And then they get the betas to take care of the kids. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's still gonna be a thing. This is why you got so many women. You go on these dating sites, you know, more than half the women got kids. You know, and you're like, damn, what the fuck? And that's because the alpha nigga done knocked her up and then kept her moving. You feel what I'm saying? And then so what happens is you get those beta dudes who sort of, you know, pick up the slack. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, but here's the thing: with all of these women ending up with these weak ass men, even if it's just for like social acceptance, those are the men who are raising those children.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying that in some of us, you know, because you know genetically in a lot of animals they have memory inside of them that allows them to hunt and all that stuff from their past generations. I'm not saying that some men won't naturally come into being an alpha male, but it can be really hard when you have a beta male father.
Oh, right,
you know what I'm saying? Even if he isn't really your father. And then you're looking at guys looking at people in relationships and they're seeing these things where it's like, you know, oh, so women are going after guys like that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that the social conditioning, but like I said, nature corrects itself. You know?
Right.
So I wonder if the social conditioning is getting to a point where nature's like, I gotta fix this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it could be a lot of things. It could be. See, the thing that I look at stuff like this is that, like, you know, I kind of look at shit from both angles because I feel like nature and the virus and all that other stuff that's happening and all this other, the shit that's going down is, let's say, for example, that's just a natural thing that occurred. You understand what I'm saying? Then it's just nature doing its thing to sort of like it's almost like a thing where like if you were to take a microscope into your body, you feel what I'm saying? You might see a bunch of cells fighting each other. Let's say if you had a sickness, you see the cells fighting each other to make your body, which is, let's say your body's like, we're looking at that like the universe or whatever, is making your body be well. It's making your body healthy. But if you go deep down with the microscope, you see a bunch of craziness going on. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And so the same thing is happening with this situation, is that all this craziness is going on, but maybe it's, for something better in nature. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why partly I look at it like interesting in the sense of, okay, we're trying to stop it because it's in our nature to try to survive, but at the same time, it's in nature's nature to do what it's doing already. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like but then the thing that gets people is the fear. It's kind of like, but then when you understand, or you look at things from a bird's eye view, you understand what I'm saying? It's like, why do you fear something that is inevitable? Do you understand what I'm saying? Meaning, like, we're going to die anyway. I'm not saying that this is a good, bad, right or wrong thing. What I'm saying, what is what's happening now and has always been happening. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a thing where it's like, and again I'm looking at it in the context, like I was saying earlier, with how many people are dying. it's sad to hear. Damn, 600 something people died in fucking Italy in a day, right?
Yeah.
But then when you look at it and you say, damn, well, statistically, over 150,000 people die, a day all across the world. 630 is a small, what I'm saying, drop in the bucket. You feel what I'm saying? So again, it's just the context, it's the perspective, and it's the perception of what's going on, which creates either that fear in you or that's gonna make, what I'm saying, make you see certain shit a certain way. But it's like you were saying, a lot of shit is just like nature could be correcting itself. Nature could be doing certain things as it feels it needs to do at this moment, which is why we're in the situation we're in now. You understand what I'm saying? And maybe that's our nature to do the things we're doing, which is the social distancing and the fucking we hide it in our houses and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck knows? You know what I mean?
Well, no. Well, that's what I'm saying. I just feel like there's so much bullshit in society right now. It's like we're so like off focus, and I don't know if you were looking at the Breakfast Club, but they gave the donkey of the day to this mayor in I think some part of Florida. I can't remember, because they were actually cutting people's power off. So the dude just went off. It was a black dude. He went off.
Oh, I seen that video. It was a black guy that went off to the white lady who was in like that press conference type of shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that's bringing out that ferocity, that needs to be had. Because if you look at things, there's so much bullshit going on, bro, in society. So much bullshit between men and women, our school systems, our food. Everything is like bullshit, and I really feel like there just needs to be a reset, because we're not focusing. We allow a small group of people to control everything, and their purpose is not really to see that the human race thrives. Their purpose is to see that their pockets get full, and that's so. It's so low. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense to me. I think the focus should be to try to bring every human being to their best potential. Because I think it was Jim Rohn that says every living creature on Earth lives up to its potential. Like the tree, it grows as tall as it can grow. A cheetah will run as fast as it can run. Only the human being often does not reach its potential.
Right.
And that's because we have choice. And I think that the choice of the people who are in charge, their choices are so bad, and it's affecting everyone else. But we don't see it because all we're living for is to feel good. And we get all of these things that's making us feel good that we lose sight of actually the real thing that's going to make us feel good, and that's becoming the best versions of ourselves. And I feel like you see that thing that came out of that guy. He said he didn't even know what came over him, and that's nature. That's the part of him that's ingrained, that's built inside him, the God gene in him, just coming out and responding to all of the bullshit. Like, why are you cutting people's powers off? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like with this reset, because you were saying that the other day, I think you were talking to Miles, you were saying women are being nicer and everything, and then you said, yeah, that's because their boyfriend society is fucking up or something like that.
Right. That's the thing, because society, because you gotta understand, society has made it to where women are able to act and be how they want to be. You understand? Like, I remember, I think it was Mr. Limba Channel who said he had a video where he was talking about women either listen to their man or society. You understand? I think he said something to that extent. So a lot of times what happens is that if society is more influential than the man that she's dealing with, you understand what I'm saying? That she's gonna always listen to society. But now that society is like, oh shit, like shit is haywire, we don't know what the fuck is going on, that's when they turn back to the man. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Women are always, because women naturally are followers. You understand what I'm saying? Women are naturally looking for guidance and leadership. So usually, what used to happen is that society was leading the women, but women had this idea that they were independent. Like, oh, I'm an independent woman. I don't need no man. I'm this. I'm doing everything myself and all that other shit. But it was really under the guise of society still leading them. You feel what I'm saying? But now there's this little, glitch in the system, right? They're like, oh shit. Now they're seeking leadership through the men, which is why dudes is getting more matches on online dating sites, which is why chicks is being a little bit more cooperative, because they're looking for that, that masculine essence and that leadership. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. But again, that's nature though. You see what I mean?
And it's a shame. It's a shame that that's what it takes for people to do the right thing. But you know what? I was listening to Eddie Hughes. He was saying this. He was like, it's a lot of times when people like leave their house, like their moms or their parents' place, they graduate college. Sometimes they go down. And don't take me. I'm not saying exactly what he said. He said something like this. So he was like, when you don't have that accountability, when you have people like always looking in on you, a lot of times some people they go down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when you have people often checking on you and seeing what you have that accountability, you kind of keep up a little bit better. But not everybody. So some people have that self motivation.
Right.
But it's like with women and how they're tightening up now. It's like, why does it take for something crazy to happen for you to act right?
Well, see that's the thing though. That's the thing. Shout out to my dude Eddie Fuse. That's the thing, because my dude this dude Rakim Sekou, y'all should check him out. He has a book called I think Tame Your Woman, and he was basically talking. I was looking at him on Instagram today. He was saying that sometimes what will happen is that people don't want to grow because growing is painful. You understand what I'm saying? This is why people don't want to grow. So he was like, if you don't on your own learn things and grow. He was basically saying that the universe and society and just the energy of life is going to force you to grow. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's going to put you in certain situations that you're just in the situation now. You're like, fuck, like you ain't got no choice but to deal with it. And this is what's happening now in the situation with people in society now. You're forced to deal with what's happening now. You feel what I'm saying? You can't fucking run from this shit. It's you gotta deal with what's going on. And so that's the thing where it's making it to where people actually have to step up and look in the mirror and be like, God damn, like, you know what I mean? Like what's going on? What am I doing? How am I feeling? What am I supposed to do next? Because understand the thing is we've all been so comfortable. You understand? And I had a friend a long time ago, I never forget when he told me this. He said comfortability is dangerous. You understand? Because when you're comfortable, what happens is that you basically are like coasting. You're not really on your P's and Q's. So what happens is that when some shit fucking goes down, that's left field, right? You may not know how to respond or react to that shit. And this is where people start losing their minds. They start going crazy. They start stressing out. They start being fearful because they got too comfortable. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when that comfortability gets stripped from them, you feel what I'm saying? They don't know how to fucking act. They don't know how to deal with it. This is why sometimes you'll hear about people committing suicide because they lost their job or, their girl left them or some shit. And that's because they got too comfortable. You feel what I'm saying? So it's it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the main reason why I called was because I heard that dude saying that the girl told him that she loved him and all that stuff. And
right.
It's like, man, I just guys like women. I don't know. That's why I went into that whole diatribe about the women playing games. It's like. A part of you wants to get upset at women for doing things like that, but then another part of you understand how they are.
Right.
She'll sit there and she'll tell you she loves you, and you'll think everything is cool, and then because I feel like when a guy in that type of, I'm not saying that guys aren't dirty too, but again, monogamy is not natural to begin with. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like women, they kind of abuse that kind of system in the sense where they act like they believe in it, but they really don't. But when I feel like when a guy says he believes in monogamy, he really believes in it. And when the man tells you he loves you, he really loves you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But women just kind of like say those things, and then it's just kind of like.
Hold on, what happened? I got like 2 people on the line. Hold on.
Women just kind of like say those things.
Why am I hearing you back now? I got like 2 people on the line. Hold on. Whoever that is, hang up their phone. Whoever's 202, hang up your phone. I'm gonna get you calling next. Hang up your phone, because I don't know how the fuck you got on. 202, hang up your phone. All right, cool. Because I was like, why am I hearing two motherfuckers? Okay, what you saying?
Yeah, it's like, I feel like, I'm just keep it short, but I feel like women, when they kind of like to fuck with people's emotions, and like I said, a part of us, we understand why and what it is, but you know, the guy who was on the phone, like, you could tell that he's really like kind of developing feelings for her, and she probably doesn't even feel the gravity that he's affected by.
Of course. See, that's an excellent point you bring up, man. That's an excellent point you bring up, because look, guys, when a woman says, you know, she loves you, right? You got to look at, okay, why is she saying this? Why is she saying this now? And is it warranted for her to even be saying this now? You understand what I'm saying? So it's not about her saying it, it's about her showing it. You need to see, if she shows me over time that she loves me, then that means she actually loves me. You understand what I'm saying? But if I just met you 2 weeks ago and you told me you love me and shit, and you're being inconsistent and you're not really doing anything to, you know what I'm saying, then that don't really mean shit. You understand what I'm saying? That, like, if you're not really showing love and being loving, you understand, is like, then what are you just talking in the moment? And so a lot of guys get caught up in that, or a lot of guys get caught up in a chick showing or saying, you know, and guys will do this too. Some guys will say certain things to women. Women get caught up in it, and I tell women the same thing. What's warranting this type of energy? And I'm talking about just that romantic type of love of like, oh, I'm so into you. I love. What's warranting that? Like, because you could love anybody. You could say, look, man, I love you. I love this person. I just love people or whatever. And you just show love just in general. But when we're talking about like, oh, I'm in love with you. I love you. I want you like this and like that. What has been done, you know what I'm saying, in order to warrant that type of energy and response? And a lot of times, like even the guy that called earlier, you know, I'm like, yo, y'all only been together for 6 weeks. And on top of that, y'all young as shit. So y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all still growing and trying to learn certain things. So it's not, I don't think there's any substance behind what the fuck she was saying. You feel what I mean?
Not at all. And then, do you remember if he said why she moved away?
I don't remember. I don't remember even why she did. I'm not even sure he said that.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know either, so we might have to go back. But my advice to that dude, watch her actions, okay?
Exactly.
Because let's think about this for a second. Mm-hmm. If you meet a girl and you know her, whatever, really well, and then you tell her that you love her, you're developing feelings of love for her, but then you move away, think about how that works. And then what is the reason why you're moving away too? Like, why would you want to move away from something that you love?
Right. But also too, on a deeper level than that is that people got to understand that, you know, when it comes to, because like a lot of people look at love in more of a transactional sort of way, which it can be, right? But the thing also is that a person can't really say to you, like, let's say for example, you meet a girl, right? And she says, I've been chilling for like 2 or 3 weeks, and she says, oh, I love you, right? I will only believe that woman if she shows, if what she's saying to me isn't necessarily a love based off of like infatuation and just her liking me or whatever. I wouldn't really take it as that, or I wouldn't believe it as that. I would only believe her saying I love you if she's saying it in the sense that she's a loving person. You understand? See, there's a difference between, oh, I'm in love with you and I just love, and I'm loving. Because in love is more infatuation. I like what you're doing for me. I like the moment that's happening now. And so, and that's exact. Luis Hernandez said it, unconditional love. That's what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying? He said unconditional love is not possible. I disagree. You said even God loves on the condition of love. No, that's what I'm talking about. Unconditional love is something that most people don't, um, you know, put forth. So if a woman says, "Hey, I love you," and she's only known me for a week or two, the only way that makes sense is it would need to be her saying, "I love you unconditionally." That's the only way that makes sense. Now, if you're just saying, "I love you," or "I'm in love with you," which is conditions, that don't make sense. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you have to be a loving person. That means that your love is unconditional. You understand? So that means that I love you regardless. You understand what I'm saying? But see, that type of love, a lot of people don't understand because people are always looking through love as transaction. So what I mean is this. The sun, like for example, the sun is going to shine no matter what the fuck you do. You understand what I'm saying? Like you could be a nice person, you could be an asshole, you could be a murderer, you could be a rapist, you could be a fucking pedophile, you could be all that shit. The sun is still going to shine on you. You understand? That's unconditional love. You see what I mean? But most people don't love that way. You see what I'm saying? Most people are like, go ahead, you saying?
I was gonna say because I was in a situation where I was in a 5-year, 6-year relationship. At our 3-year point, the girl started to do things that showed me that she didn't care about me as much as I cared about her.
Right.
At our 3-year point, we were living somewhere away for school, and then she graduated, and we had only 4 or 5 months left on the lease, or what at her place, and instead of staying that 4 or 5 months out with me, and for me to go back now because I had a job at the time, she just left. And then the reason why she wanted to left, the reason she gave me was she wanted to be with her family. And then I'm looking at that like I wouldn't do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had graduated and you know I had 3 or 4 months on my whatever. 3 or 4 months left before we could both move back together, I would not leave 3 or 4 months just because I wanted to be with my family. You know what I'm saying? And then I say that I love you. You know, and it's like, nah, bitch, you don't love me because if you did, you would stay. And I know some people are gonna be like, nah, I mean, come on, man, you can't be that strict. But it's like, to me, that's bullshit because in my heart, I felt like, what's the point of you going back? And then on top of that, you always complain about your family. You always complain about how they stretch you out and everything. So you would rather be with people that stretch you out than to be with me, the person that you said that you love. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, that's
so look at the reason.
That's what I'm saying, though. But see, that's the difference. See, what you're talking about is conditional love. You see what I'm saying? That's because see, unconditional love means basically, like for example, like with your situation, your girl could still have unconditional love for you, and then go leave you and go with her family. You understand what I'm saying? That could still be unconditional love because unconditional love doesn't mean. See, the conditional love means you and I should be doing the things that you and I expect from each other, right? So that's conditional love. So once you're not doing the things that I want you to do, or she's not doing the things I want you to do, then I do not love you anymore. That's conditional love. Unconditional love is I love you, period, full stop. So that means that you could be your girl who's going to stay with you, or you could be the girl who's going to leave me. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, because you are always who you are, whatever the fuck you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? It's still you. So if you say to someone, I love you unconditionally, that means that I love you no matter what the fuck you're doing. Now, I don't have to stay with you, though. I don't got to be with you, but I still love you. You see what I mean? And so it's a different thing. So it's two different things. So again, if I have a girlfriend, and let's say she's being a bitch, and, you know, she starts acting stupid, and I don't want to be with her anymore in a relationship, right? I can leave her and still love her. Do you understand what I'm saying? Unconditionally. Meaning, I can still, love you as far as I love who you are and the person you are, but I don't need to stay here with you because I don't like, or I don't have that condition of love to be in that relationship with you. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing where a lot of times what we do is when we talk about love and all this other stuff is you say, damn, well, if this person loved me, they wouldn't do A, B, and C. You see what I'm saying? Now, if they do A, B, and C, that means that you can say they don't love me unconditionally, which would be correct. You feel what I'm saying? That's the only way that makes sense.
Well, see, we're not together anymore, but I still love her. You understand what I'm saying? So, but
that's what I'm saying. That's unconditional love. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I can't say how she feels, but she did a lot of things that now that I know better, she did a lot of things that were signs that I should not invest more into that relationship.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. I guess I don't want to. I guess I don't want to blur the lines between love and respect. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So, because I don't know if you can love someone you don't or you disrespect, but in a situation where it's like you gotta have respect for yourself as a man, and that's my thing. That's what I'm saying to the caller before. It's like you gotta have that respect for yourself, because I can feel from what he was saying that he probably is in a situation where he could possibly love her back. And the thing is this the type of person that deserves your love? You understand? And because you got to be real careful, because at the end of the relationship that I was in before, man, I was not me. I fell like into a really dark hole. I'm not saying it was her, but the thing about it is, it's all because like you just said it. When the universe is forcing you to grow, but you refuse to, it's going to do something that's going to make you grow.
Right.
And all those things accumulated. So it's like it's the beginning of something. So the guy who was asking the question is like, this is bigger than the girl saying that she loves you. This is about, do you love yourself? You understand what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. And that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Is that what you got to understand is when you're dealing with somebody, right? And because this is what I was saying earlier, is that if you're a person who's loving unconditionally, and you have because Louise in the chat, he say unconditional love is technically nonsense, and it's not. See, what you got to understand is, like I said, just like the sun is a perfect example. The sun is doing what it does because that's what it does. It doesn't need anything from you. That's unconditional love. Unconditional love is, I don't need anything from you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't need anything from you to show you love, meaning I am a loving person. You understand? So that means that I may actually help you one day because I feel like, hey, you need help, I'm going to help you. Or I may not even help you, but that still doesn't mean I don't love you. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that I don't not love you. But what I'm saying is that the unconditional love automatically means that you are a loving person. So that's what I'm saying, that if a woman said to me, I love you, and she told me that within a week or 2 days of knowing me, that would only make sense if she's talking about unconditional love, because there's no conditions that need to be needed for her to love me. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's like this. And there's a dude named Wayne Dyer. All you guys should check Wayne Dyer out. He passed away like a few years ago or whatever. But he talks about, spirituality, love, all this other stuff. And he basically said, he was saying that, if you squeeze an orange, right? The only thing that's going to come out of that orange is orange juice. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's the only thing inside of it. So he said, what happens when a person metaphorically squeezes you? Anger might come out, frustration might come out, right? But if all you have inside you is love, when a person squeezes you or does something to you or says something about you, you're not going to be like, oh, fuck that motherfucker, fuck that nigga, fuck that, because all you have in you is love. So you don't have to hang out with that person. You don't even have to necessarily even like that person to an extent. But because you have love in you, that's the only thing that comes out of you. So this is what I'm saying. That's unconditional love. I don't need for you to act, or present yourself a certain way for me to give you or show you love. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is, the reason why people don't adhere to unconditional love is because in order to give unconditional love, you yourself have to be fully about love. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing. Yeah. And so most people aren't at that point where they can even grasp that, because most people are at the point where everything is transactional. It's like, well, what the fuck are you doing for me? If you ain't doing nothing for me, then fuck you. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how people think. You see what I mean? And they don't think about it in the sense of, I'm just doing what I do because I love to do that thing, and I love to give, and I love to make it happen. And I don't expect anything from you. That's unconditional love. Now, conditional love is, I do this for you, and you got to do this for me. And now because you're doing this for me, because I did this for you, now I love you. And then if you stop doing that thing for me, I don't love you anymore. You see what I'm saying? That's conditional love.
And that's messed up. And I love when you use the sun analogy because it's true. Even in me right now, I'm finding this out because I'm in a very competitive kind of thing I'm trying to embark on. And even throughout my whole life, I've always noticed that people. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, you good? You there?
Okay, yeah. People have always kind of my whole life has always kind of gave me friction, but I never gave anyone else any kind of friction. I never understood that. Why do I always get this negative energy towards people, but towards me, but I don't push it out towards them?
Right, and that's because they have all that negative energy in them. Because it's not about you; it's about how they're feeling. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
And then but there were points in time where I would allow that to affect me. So now, as I'm looking at my future, I'm thinking, well, I want to be like the best businessman in the world. And the thing about that is you have to be able to compete and do business, you have to, in anything in life, you have to understand that sometimes you're going to have to interact with people that don't like you. But you have to have a love that resonates so strong that it doesn't affect you at all. So even though you know that they're fake, even though you know that they're crazy or whatever, you still can go around them and be around them and not ooze out that hatred towards them, even though they may have it towards you. Because you can't do everything on your own. We actually need each other. But because there's so many people on earth that are messed up, the chances are that you're going to run into more messed up people than you run into people who actually love themselves.
Oh, of course.
And if we were more like the sun, then the world would be a better place, because there are people who will walk around with umbrellas and it's not raining because they're trying to block out the sun. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
If the sun said, I'm trying to shine on you and you want to put an umbrella up,
right.
Okay, I'm just go down.
Right.
I'm just going to go down because y'all trying to block me. You know what I'm saying? The whole world would be messed up.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Facts. For us men, we got to kind of be like the sun, like you use that metaphor, where it's like we understand that we may have people who give us, or situations that are tough or uncomfortable, but we must still persevere. We must still shine because these things the way that they feel, the way that they are towards us should not determine how we are towards them.
Exactly.
We are
Facts.
A larger purpose.
That's bro. So you preaching. That's what I'm talking about.
When you get to that point, you're actually moving towards a point of love, self-love. And when you are at that point, you will attract people who actually do love you unconditionally. You'll recognize it easier.
Right, because yo, that's why when dudes be on YouTube talking about, yo, well, I'm a flake on a girl because she flaked on me, and I'm gonna lie to a girl because she lied on me. You're basically saying you want to participate in sick behavior. You understand what I'm saying? The behavior is coming out because that person is hurting. It's coming out because that person doesn't really love themselves fully. So it's like people are like, well, fuck that nigga. He said this and he said that, and I'm like, yeah, he said that because he has issues. This is why when people come on YouTube, and I've heard people sent me videos of people dissing me and saying, oh, fuck Mr. Locario and doing all that. You can't find no video on YouTube where I'm going at somebody talking about, yo, fuck that nigga and fuck this motherfucker. You can't find no video like that. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why is because I understand why guys like that and people like that do the things that they do. You understand what I'm saying? Because they have issues within their shit. So I already know that. So I'm like, look, why would I want to mimic or be a fucking, do the things that they're doing when I can see and I know the things that they're doing is coming from a feeling of hate, and it's coming from a feeling of hate and frustration and anger because they don't have the love within themselves already. Because see, the thing is this, when you have that type of love and you understand yourself and you love unconditionally, what happens is that it's almost like you can't be purposely an asshole. You understand what I'm saying? And then when you feel that shit rising in you, when you just want to be like, yo, fuck these motherfuckers, and you know what I'm saying? Because I've had them times where I felt like shit. I want to get on YouTube and airing these niggas out. You feel what I'm saying? And just start talking this shit. Just, you know what I'm saying? Get on some petty shit. But then I stopped myself because I was like, wait a second, why, where's that feeling coming from? You understand? Like, why do I even need, like, and a lot of times what happens is I notice those feelings are very powerful on days when I'm feeling either like, you know, upset about something, I'm feeling down, I'm feeling low. And that's the energy that comes within you when you're feeling like that. So anytime when people are, you know, doing a bunch of that type of stupid shit, it's because their vibration is extremely fucking low. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. You know what I mean?
And to the guy who called before the last guy who was saying he felt guilty about something. I can't remember what he said, but you remember what he said?
Oh yeah, he felt guilty about not responding to these chicks on these sites and all that.
Okay, so let's look at it this way. There's probably something inside of you telling you maybe I shouldn't respond to this chick. Right. There's gonna be times where you're gonna meet someone and it's gonna be like, I should not continue. You know, and you might have feelings of guilt. Just like, let's go back to the sun thing. The sun, some people get skin cancer from the sun rays. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But still, the sun is like, well, I can't feel guilty because these people here are getting sun cancer. The whole universe depends on me shining. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, for you as a man, it's like, no, I mean, yeah, we understand that you might feel guilty, but the universe depends on you being a man and being true to yourself and going back to that self-love.
Right.
So if you feel like you should not continue with something, don't continue with it. And because of your guilt. What if the sun was like, well, these people are getting cancer, so I'm just gonna go down. You know
right. Exactly. Right.
So it's like it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said in the beginning of the call. We're all connected. We're all the same. There's nothing that's separate from anything else. We all are connected. So if you're feeling feelings of guilt, but you know you should not continue, feel those feelings of guilt and don't continue, or continue doing something, whatever it is that you might do. Because if you stop doing something because of guilt, then that means you're not being who you are supposed to be, who you were created to be. You're not living in your truth. And if things in the universe did not live in their truth because of the way that they felt about something else being affected by it, then everything would crash. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk, bro. Real talk, man. But yo, man, I appreciate the call, my brother. Dropping some heavy game. You feel me? I'm gonna holler at you, man.
Yes, I appreciate you too, man. Have a good one.
Peace. Later. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's some real shit. EO dropping mad game in the chat room. Y'all better not sleep. You.
Oh.
You.
Yeah, Nez from London.
Nez, was good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How you been?
Chilling. What's going on?
Yeah. The coronavirus thing is getting crazy here. Like Prince Charles, the Prince of Wales, the heir to the throne, got it today as well. So, you know,
damn,
be isolating themselves and stuff. But yeah. So yeah, like you said a few days ago, I bought the Tinder Plus for 1 month for $8.99, and I've been swiping for the past few days pretty incessantly. I've only managed to get like one match so far with a goofy looking nerdy chick who studies at Oxford University. And I sent her a message saying, "Hey, trouble," and she didn't even answer me. So I basically waited £8.99 for nothing. I could have spent that money on a KFC bargain bucket or something.
Wait, how long you been swiping for?
Like 15 minutes today, like you said.
And how many days you been doing it for?
Like 3.
Okay, keep going. Do it for a whole week. That's what I'm saying. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta see. Y'all be thinking, look, man, y'all gotta stop. This is the thing you guys gotta stop doing when it comes to this game. Stop treating the game like it's like a fucking, this 1-2 shortcut type of thing. You feel what I'm saying? It's like if I wanted to fucking work, if I wanted to lose weight and build muscle, I'm not gonna be like, yo, I went to the gym 3 days and that's it. No, I gotta go maybe 4 or 5 times a week for 6 months straight. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got to put in that work. Do this shit every day. And if 15 minutes ain't working for you, do 30 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? Like, extend your fucking radius or something. Like, if you notice, okay, well, I only got my shit for fucking 20 to 22-year-olds, extend the shit a little more so you have a wider range of women. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do more shit. You see what I'm saying? And you gotta continuously do this stuff. So it's not about you doing just 3 days, because you gotta understand something with online dating is that there's also gonna be dry spells in online dating. There's times where I'm on Tinder and it'll be 2 or 3 days where I only get like one match. You understand? And then after that, it'll be like 2-3 other days where I'm getting like 20 matches a day. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on the algorithm and how much you're going in and using it. So don't do a thing where you're doing something one time and then, or you're doing it for a small amount of time and then coming to your conclusion off of that. It has to be the long game. You got to play the long game. That's the thing. Most guys are playing the short game. And they're like, oh, well, I went out and I approached 10 girls and no girls wanted me. Because you're playing the short game. You got to fucking play the long game. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm going to end up with a repetitive strain injury on my wrist or my thumb by doing this eventually.
Bro, you ain't going to have no strain on your thumbs or your wrist.
All right, cool. But, right, check this out, though. I mean, obviously, I still believe that the online dating is about looks and it's a chat game and everything. But, check this out. When it comes to shit tests, it's a question that's very frequently asked by people on dating PUA forums and groups. But the truth is that I don't really think there's such a thing as a shit test. It's not a shit test per se, but something that a woman uses to ward off men she's not interested in, or she hasn't pre-selected based off his physical appearance, like his face, body, height, looks, etc. So if you're experiencing a so-called shit test as a man, whether you're a Chad or a beta, you should just thank her for her time and leave, and not try to plow through that, as it were. If a chick shit tests you and gives you a hard time, it just means that they're not interested. Simple as that.
Yeah, well, I actually partially agree with you with that, because I don't like when women do shit tests. Like I usually don't even deal with them when they do that type of shit, because my thing is, what a shit test is saying is that, because the whole idea of the shit test is she's supposedly shit testing you, or testing you to see if you are masculine. You understand what I'm saying? Or to see if you're going to put up with her shit. So either way, to me, the shit test is disrespectful, because you're basically saying that the woman is saying she doesn't see the value already, so she has to test to see the value. So the thing is, if she has to test me to see my value, I don't need to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. So I partially agree with that. But now, there are situations where a girl could shit test a dude, and if a dude wants to, and he fucking wants to try to still seduce her, he could sometimes get her. But that's not the type of game I like to play, because a lot of the times that shit is fucking, it's just a waste of time in most cases. You feel what I'm saying? Just get with the chicks who wanna who wanna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I partially agree with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the thing is also is that you're still thinking about it in the sense of the whole Chad and Tyrone thing. Like, that's the only type of guys that women are interested in, like these quote unquote super good looking dudes. You understand that's the end all be all. You feel what I mean?
Well, it's not the end all be all, but I'd say it's a large chunk of it, because there's a stock type of guy that most women are attracted to. So the rest of us, like average to below average dudes, are trying to get the scraps. When it comes to shit testing,
but that's not true though. That's not true because understand, there's not enough. Let's say if we're just objectively speaking, right? Let's say we're just let's just use a general example, because again, shit is still subjective. But let's say let's say you got a guy who's this tall, 6'3", chiseled, all that other shit, right? Now, one, there aren't that many guys out there like him. So, therefore, what happens is that a guy can't possibly deal with that many women. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, there's going to be other women who are not getting with those guys. Period. You understand what I'm saying?
But they're still going to pine after him and refuse to, like most women, I think they'd rather stay single than settle for a guy who they don't really like. So when it comes to like shit testing, especially, these women, they do it to feed off, look down on and feed off cold-heartedly on the guy's low self-esteem and misery, which is what kind of bullying is about.
Why would they do that? Why would they waste their time doing that?
Because they look down on the men and they do it to boost their ego, often physically unattractive guys.
Right. So this is what I'm saying to you though. This is what I'm saying to you though. What I'm saying is that because there aren't that many guys who have those looks, it's like fucking 0.01%, right? There's going to be dudes out there, right, that most women are going to have more access to. This is why you'll see average-looking guys with hot girls or even cute girls or whatever. Because even if those girls wanted those other guys, mathematically speaking and logistically speaking, it's impossible. Do you understand what I'm saying? For example, I'll use myself as an example. I'm not saying like I'm some super, like the best looking guy on earth, even though in my mind I'm fucking sexy as shit. But what I'm saying is, even with myself, there's times where I'll be on Tinder, right? And I'll be matching with a shitload of fucking girls, right? And so there were times where I ended up not being able to see women because there was literally no time for me to see them. You understand? So meaning that I was able to set up dates 7 days a week. Sometimes I've had to fucking set up 2 or 3 dates in a day just to fucking get all of the women in. You understand? So what I'm saying is that there's no way that a guy is going to be able to fuck with all these women. So what happens is that it's going to be spread out anyway. So what I'm saying is that for women, it's not necessarily where you have to be the best looking guy, as far as like how your face looks and your body is. It's what they're looking for generally is all you need to do is be presentable. You understand? Meaning have your shit together looking good. Meaning you dress well, you got a haircut, you look like you're not a fucking lame ass, and she'll fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
I've been doing that my whole life though, but the thing is, I've actually gamed with Chad, Tyrone's, Chang's, Abdul's, Enrique's, whatever, in the past, and gone out and winged with them, and in most cases, we go out to bars and clubs and stuff, or do some cold approach in the street, approach groups of chicks, and the vast majority of these chicks, they ignore me in favor of them. So the whole group ends up dealing with them or with him in general. So he has his pick, he has his a choice out of whichever chick he wants, and then I'm kind of left trying to get not the leftover, even the chicks that he doesn't want end up giving me a difficult time. So from my experience, that's how it's been. But a few days ago when I called in and I mentioned that guy, that Giga Chad guy, I don't know if you remember. Yeah, I mean, do you have your? I downloaded a couple of photos of him off the Black Pill wiki. If you have your phone on you now, I could send you them on your messenger, and you can show the people in the chat room. And I defy anyone in the chat room to tell me that this guy will be rejected by any chick that he approaches. He won't be rejected by.
Hold on. I'm gonna try to go. So you talking about that model dude that looked like Thanos?
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. Let's go just for shits and giggles. Okay, let's just hold on. Just for shits and giggles. Let's okay. I don't know if y'all can see this. This is kind of my phone is dirty as shit. This fucking Thanos looking nigga is what these Black Pill dudes.
Yeah, that's him.
Hold on, wait. Look at son. This is Thanos, bro. The fuck you mean?
He's actually real though. He's real. He's a real
I
guy.
know. This is the real life Thanos. See, April in the chat, she said this nigga's ugly. But hold on, let's see some more. Let me see. Son, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
That jawline can cut through diamonds.
Yo, now look, I'm not, shitting on the dude. I'm just saying, bruh, you gotta understand, chicks like different shit, my dude. You understand what I'm saying?
That guy's like 6'5", 6'6", ripped. Has that a jawline that looks like he chews crowbars for fun. So I think he'll pretty much get 100% of the chicks.
Oh man! So now my thing is this: why do you care though? That's what I'm saying.
This is your competition though. Like
nobody's my competition. The only competition I have is me. Why do you care though?
Because on online dating, you have guys that not quite look like that, but aren't far off. So you're competing with those guys.
But
so
wait a second.
You're gonna match with them.
But
like,
if I go, hold on.
80% of the women go after the top 20% of men, right?
Right. But if I go on my Instagram, or not on my Instagram, my Tinder, I got over 1,600 matches. So who am I competing with?
Right. But how many of those chicks did you meet up with?
A bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? Like
as a percentage. So how many though out of the 1,600 matches exactly?
If out of the 1,600, I probably met about maybe like 70 or 80 out of those chicks.
Okay, so that's about what?
You know what I'm
saying? 5%.
Which is a lot for online dating, because first of all, half the chicks you match with, you're not gonna meet. You understand? Then you got the other half where you're interacting with them and you find out they're fucking nuts, so you don't want to meet them anyway. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying, where you got to understand the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is women like different types of guys. So that guy that we showed in the Thanos, there's gonna be women who are gonna like him. But guess what? There's gonna be a bunch of women who's gonna be like, hell fucking no.
There's gonna be a hell of a lot more women who like him than like me or like you, though.
How you figure?
Because it's been proven by experiments.
It's been proven by experiments? What, those experiments that were fake?
No, I don't think they were fake.
No, they were fake. Like, they were proven fake already. I can send you the videos.
Behavioral psychologists and psychiatrists.
But see, that's the thing.
With these.
But this is the thing, though. This is the thing. What I'm saying is that you're so caught up in everything else. Because see, okay, let's say for example, this guy gets every damn girl that sees him, right? Let's just say, sake of argument, he gets every girl. He gets way more girls than me and you, right? What difference does it make that he gets more girls than me and you? What difference does that make?
Because women don't really like settling. Like, as I said, there's a concept known as being Chad struck. So after any women that's come into contact with him, she's going to start mistreating other guys and see, the normies, the average guys as kind of downgrading, if it were.
My point is this. If I'm still getting women, what difference does it make if another guy is getting more women than me?
Well, I mean, the women that you could be getting with might be, of a lower quality. Or
No. I know. I'm getting the high quality women I want to get with. What difference does it make that this guy is getting more than me? What difference does it make?
Nothing.
Okay, so then what's the point? That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. If fucking Warren Buffett has $1 billion fucking dollars, right? And fucking Mark Zuckerberg has 500 million. What difference does it make? Is Mark Zuckerberg like, damn? Well, Warren Buffett has 500 million more than me. It don't matter. Fucking Mark Zuckerberg says $500 million. You see what I'm saying? Like, why do you care? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you're getting women, why do you care about what this other motherfucker's doing? You understand?
Is it worth the input versus the output to get the small handful of women? For me, though, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's like Mark Zuckerberg saying, "Well, is it worth building this shit to get 5 million? If it's like Mark Zuckerberg saying, well, is it worth getting 500 million if Warren Buffett has $1 billion? Of course."
So you can't really draw comparisons between making $1 billion and spam approaching hundreds, thousands of chicks just to get with one chick that you're half into, half not into.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Stop trying to get with the girls you're not into and half not into. You feel what I'm saying? Like
it's not really my choice. I don't have a choice in the matter.
Yes, you do. That's your whole problem.
Women are the choosers, like men.
That's your problem right there. That's exactly your problem. You just said your problem right there. That's the exact problem. You said, I don't have a choice. That's your problem. Literally right there, that one sentence. You said, I don't have a choice. And see, I don't even think you believe that. Because if you truly believe that, you wouldn't be doing anything. You'd be like, well, I don't have a choice, so what the fuck am I even bothering? But you know you have a choice. You know that you can actually get shit popping, but you're looking at the Giga Chad or whatever the fuck that is. You're looking at this dude and you're like, damn, I wish I looked like him, because in my mind, he doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to do as much as I would need to do. And you don't feel like you feel like you don't have to put in the work. You feel what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is that from my experience, from my observations, the chicks I go for are kind of inclined or geared towards liking dudes like that, like the Giga Chad guy.
But you don't. But this is what I'm saying. You don't know, bro. Like, how do you listen? Everybody's different. You see a girl that you think is hot. You don't know nothing about her life. You don't know nothing about what she likes. You're just projecting. You feel what I'm saying? You're projecting. And also, let's say you see a girl with a guy who you consider a Chad, right? How you know she not fucking a guy like you or another guy who is some other different look than you? Chicks don't listen. Women are not fucking with the same type of nigga. Listen, you know, me and my wife is in an open relationship, right?
Yeah.
My wife is dating a dude right now who's bald and losing his hair, and I think he's white, and he has a little pudge in his stomach or some shit. You understand? Someone y'all would say looks like an incel. You understand what I'm saying? But she likes this motherfucker, right? This dude looks nothing like me. You understand? He ain't got no muscles. He ain't dark skinned. Nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is women like different shit.
Is he white?
Yeah, he's white.
So wait, your wife goes and shags random dudes that she's matched with on Bumble or Tinder like an hour before, and then comes back to you after shagging them, and then kisses you on the mouth and does all the other stuff.
No, that's not what happens. That's not what happens. And that's not even the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm making is that women like different shit. You see, this is what I'm saying. You're always focusing on the wrong shit. I'm telling you, focus on the points that women like different types of dudes. That's what I'm saying. You understand what I mean?
So you're saying that most women have an open type. Is that
yes,
what you're saying?
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You understand? And so that's what I'm saying. You keep making the decision for the girl. That's what you keep doing. You keep saying, well, this type of girl likes this. You don't know.
It's not. I'm not making any decisions for anyone. It's based off my analysis, because I'm a perceptive individual. So I scrutinize things and notice patterns. So
Nez, you've never seen a dude who doesn't look like a Chad with a good looking woman. Never.
There may be some aberrations here and there, but most couples I see are looks matched.
Okay, so then why don't you be the exception then, as if that's how you want to do it? Why don't you be that?
It's difficult. It's difficult though.
Who cares, bro? Who the fuck cares? You understand what I'm saying? You keep. Why do you think that? See, you think that you should be getting shit going in a way where it's just gonna be easy for you. Guess what, Nez? Life ain't fair, bro. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Life ain't fair. So you're gonna have some dude who you think is a Chad, and because this girl thinks he looks good, he may not have to work as hard as you. You understand what I'm saying? And on top of that, Nez, you're not even a bad looking dude.
Yeah, I know. You told me, but.
I wish. I wish. Nez, send me a picture of you right now. Please send me a picture of you right now. Email me a picture of you right now so I can show motherfuckers how you look.
Okay, wait, hang on.
Send me a picture. Send it to Mr. Locario at gmail.com. Send me a picture so I can show y'all how Nez look.
Let me see if I have a recent picture on my computer. I can send it to you on.
I'm like, yo.
Messenger.
Yo, that's just me. I'm like, God damn, man.
Oh yeah, by the way, these Black Pill guys wrote a theme song about this Giga Chad as well. So if you go on YouTube and type in Giga Chad theme song,
I saw it the other day. These dudes are goofy. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, and the lyrics go, Giga Chad, that dude is so bad. How the fuck's he so rad? He makes me so mad. So strong, 12-inch dong, smashes girls like a gong, puffed out chest, King Kong.
Yo, these dudes. Oh my God! I don't know what's. All right, you said.
Hang on. Let me see if I can download it quickly.
Yeah, send me a picture, man, because I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Download it quick time, then.
This is ridiculous.
I'll have to email it to you, but it's here somewhere.
Man, but this, all I'm saying is, bro, y'all gotta stop with the bullshit. Y'all sounding halfway moist with this shit at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is ridiculous. This is so crazy.
I think I found one here.
Dudes is like really envying other guys. K-Zaga said the fact he memorized that shit is suspect.
I didn't memorize it. I had it. It's on the screen. I went on the video and somebody posted up the lyrics in the description.
Yo, why are you guys obsessed with other guys' looks? What is that about? I want to know, Nez. Like, what is this about, really? You understand what I'm saying?
I'm not obsessed with their looks. It's just, you know.
What?
Because I'm thinking, like, you know, perhaps I should save up some bread and kind of get some, you know, cosmetic surgery and model my face after something like that.
Oh my God! And what is that going to do, Nez?
It will improve my hit rate, maybe.
You think so?
Yes, I think so.
Why? Why do you think it's going to improve it?
Right. Well, I just sent you a picture on Messenger. It was I was tired when that picture was taken, and I used FaceApp because I wanted to.
All right, cool. We got a picture of Nez. All right, so guys, look at the screen. This is Nez. Y'all see Nez? This is Nez right here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is what this is crazy. I want y'all to see a picture of Nez. Right? Nez is not a bad looking dude. I'm just like, come on, guys, come on. So now that y'all see what Nez looks like, right? Then you guys understand what I'm talking about. Nez, come on, bro.
Right. Okay.
They saying you good looking in the chat, bro. You ain't got no excuse, bro. Come on, son. Come on.
Okay.
I know dudes who look like freaking gargoyles that they fucking get chicks. You understand what I'm saying? So they saying that you look depressed. So they saying that might have something to do with it. You feel what I'm saying?
I was tired when that photo was taken.
So he said he was tired when the photo was taken. So look, I'm gonna show y'all guys again. This is Nez. You see what I mean? I'm telling you, it's really the attitude, bro. It's really the attitude. I'm telling you. You feel what I'm saying? They're saying it's your vibe. That's all they're saying. They say you look like Machine Gun Kelly. You know
that's that blonde rapper that had
the one that dissed Eminem.
Something.
You know what I'm saying? They say you look like Machine Gun Kelly. So, yo, you got to change your attitude. It's like smile a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? April said don't use that picture on the app. So when you don't, is this the picture you use for Tinder?
That's one of them, yeah.
Yeah, don't use that picture, bro, for Tinder. You look like you look like you tired and depressed in that picture. Don't use that picture. You know what I'm saying?
I'll hire a professional photographer and get some professional photos.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? You just, bruh, this is what I'm talking about, man. How tall are you, Nez?
5'8", 5'9".
Okay, so you average height. Come on, bro. Come on, son. Stop it. This is ridiculous. You can get shit popping with these chicks. I already see it. I already know it. It's just your attitude. It's the way you thinking. You keep thinking all this other extra shit that's getting in the way of you making shit happen. Right. That's the main thing. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. If you ever come to the United States, you know, after all of this Corona shit is dies down, if you ever come to the United States, you're ever in New York, you gotta hit me up, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
I will. I'm not planning on doing that.
We gotta go out. We gotta go out, and so I could really show you how to do these things up in here, man. This is crazy.
I'm gonna come to the Bad Boy membership. I might fly you out here one day. When I save up some money for like 4 or 5 days or something.
All right, we can do that. Just holler at me, bro. Holler at me. But Joe, all I'm saying is, you know, EO said he said you're gonna waste money on a photographer if you look soulless in the shots. That's true. So I'm telling you, a lot of this really is your attitude, bro. I'm telling you, because in the picture, in that specific picture, you seem like you're bored. You seem like you're, you know, depressed. It's like people could sense and feel that energy through you, but overall, you're not a bad looking dude. You understand what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, you gotta fucking you know, get some cool ass pictures. Fucking change your attitude. You be good. You be fucking good. You feel what I'm saying? But yo, I'm gonna holler at you later, my brother. All right.
Cheers. Thanks.
All right, peace. Yeah. Man. All right, so y'all finally seen how Nez looks. Y'all finally got a face to the name. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all finally got a face to the name. Hold on 1 second. What's going on?
Yo, this JD from Ohio.
What's poppin', bro?
Not much. I just want to get a little advice for Nez, and then I wanted to ask a question. If that's cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I feel like I didn't explain this right for last Friday when I called up for an hour. So if you guys imagine McDonald's, right, and it comes in the box, and then there's the chicken nuggets in the box.
Right.
Let's say the outside of the box is your looks. There's the red and yellow, right? And the chicken nuggets is your personality, right?
Exactly.
So think about this. Even if let's say the McDonald's outside of the box looked like trash, and the food was really good, which it is, most people would say, people are still going to eat that food even if the box looks like shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is a comparison to your personality. So even if your looks are on track, you're still going to attract people that are still going to, eat that food or that's going to like your personality. Because I'm pretty sure we've all eaten food that doesn't look the best, but it tastes good. And so that's your personality.
Right.
And on the flip note, you can have the McDonald's box. It can look good, which it already does. But if the food tastes like shit, you're going to be like, what the hell? You're never going to eat this again. This is your personality.
Right.
So when girls come up to you, you're going to be like, okay, well, this dude's good looking, right? But then they come up to you and be like, well, this dude's personality shit. They're not going to talk to you. So, again, your personality is the ultimate thing. That comes down to your tone, how you're speaking, how you're walking, saying things at the right time, saying the right words, just confidence. But anyway, I wanted to, most dudes know that was just up for Nez. But,
right.
And so I have a question concerning the shit test, right? So I don't like shit tests, but would you say it's not necessarily a bad thing because, wait, hold on. From a business perspective, so I own my own business, the digital marketing company or an agency. So I screen my clients to see which ones that I want that are favorable for me, right? If a woman does that, if she does that to every guy, would you say it's not necessarily a bad thing because she's not wasting time on the dudes that, that aren't favorable to her when what she sees in the man? I know that you don't want a girl to shit test you and come off as saying anything negative, but I don't think shit testing is really that bad of a thing. Like, I don't like it either, but do you get my perspective? Like, if a woman does it, she's just trying to find the right man for her.
Yeah, but what you got to, I see what you're saying, but also you got to understand, like, let's use the business analogy again. If Bill Gates came up to you and wanted to do business with you, would you need to screen him?
I mean, he's Bill Gates. I mean, I could build a market for him.
Exactly. That's the point. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the point. That's the vibe that the girl should feel from you, even before you open your mouth. Sometimes you understand what I'm saying?
Okay. So you're seeing the vibe and give up before you even. As soon as she sees you, like, she's like, okay, this dude, he's full of value.
Right, like she can already sense it from the way you walk, the way you approach her. Even when you start talking to her, you could even just be like, "Hey, how's your night going? How you doing?" And just based off of your energy, she should already be able to sense that. You understand what I'm saying? So right. So what I'm saying is that if the girl is not sure, right, that already within itself is showing that, okay, well, it's basically her saying something about how she feels about you and how she sees you already. You feel what I'm saying? Now, what she's saying and what she's feeling may not be true or whatever it is, but the point that she's even doing it is already disrespectful in my eyes, because what I'm saying is that I require the utmost respect from the jump. You see what I'm saying? So is that type of thing where it's it's like a thing where the chick already, and this comes from also you too. You should already be the type of guy who exudes masculinity, who is confident already, who has that sort of energy. So what happens is, if that woman doesn't recognize that, usually what happens is that she probably isn't engaging or isn't experiencing those types of men. So a lot of times the shit test says more about her than it says more about you and her trying to figure you out. Because the thing is, if you've engaged with enough men who are of quality, you would know how to recognize quality, and therefore you wouldn't even have to do the shit test. Sure. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, if the chick is shit testing all the time and feels like she has to sort of like do all of this shit, that means that a lot of what she is coming across is guys who generally aren't guys that's, of value. You see what I'm saying? Or valuable to her. You see what I mean?
Yeah, but so you're saying that women should test men just to see their masculinity, like their frame?
Because
dominant they are, how
because the point,
right?
Because this is the thing. The reason why a chick shit tests a guy is this. For example, let's say a woman meets a guy, right? And they talk. And then she gives him the number, right? And then what happens is that the guy ends up calling her every fucking day. And then she's like, God damn, this dude, he's so fucking thirsty. Like, this is such a turnoff. And then she says to him, hey, I don't think this is going to work out. And then and he replies to her, he's like, man, fuck you, bitch. Why you got to act like that? And I'm just trying to be nice and all this other stuff, right? So now she says, damn, well, let me test these guys first to make sure I don't give my number to another guy who's like that. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's sort of like the sort of logic of the shit test. Now, again, like I said, though, is that a guy who's on point wouldn't actually be fucking texting a girl, every fucking day, all the time, and being thirsty. But see, that also is partly her needing to be able to discern the difference between those guys who are going to be thirsty and needy and those guys who aren't. You feel what I'm saying? And so the thing is that if she can't decipher that, right, then that within itself shows how she doesn't know how to actually choose correctly. You understand what I'm saying? So the right. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that if she doesn't know, because it's one thing, it's one thing if a woman is just not interested. I could respect that. I'm like, cool. You know what I mean? That's all good. But if you're trying to do a shit test, that means that you can't recognize value. You see what I'm saying? And which is the reason why you're doing the test. You see what I mean? And so that's the thing. See, the thing is, if anybody's going to test us men generally would need to test women more than they need to test us in general.
Yeah, I was about to say that because like I don't like I have certain things in the women that I want, and like I try to like I'm 18, some young guy, but like I'm planning for the future. So when I get married, like I want to like I don't want to call it a shit test because like that's not really like I don't do it in a certain manner. Like I'll ask them certain questions like what are your political ideologies? Like what are they? You know, are you Democrat, Republican? Like I want certain things in a woman. So if a man does that, and I'm not calling it a shit test, you just ask certain questions. And you're saying that men do need to shit test.
Well, yeah, if that's what I'm saying, if anyone's gonna shit test or test anybody, it's really the man testing the woman. You understand? Because first of all, you know, women generally are manipulative, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just how they have to move in the world because they have to be clever in order to get certain things happen when it comes to dealing with men in a lot of situations. So what happens is that when you're dealing with a woman, you sort of have to vet her and test her and see you know where her head is at, where she's coming from, and also to see if she's coachable, so that you can get her to sort of cooperate with what you're trying to do. You understand? Because again, she's following you. You understand? So you're the one leading in the interaction. So she's supposed to be following you. So I have to test you or vet you to make sure that you're worth me even dealing with you and to see if you know how to follow. You see what I'm saying? So
okay.
You see what I mean?
Okay.
So that's the thing is that for the woman to, you know, be testing you at the end of the day don't even make sense because at the end of the day she's supposed to be following me anyway. So what the fuck am I trying to pass her test for what? That don't even make no fucking sense.
Yeah, I was just like, because I know you teach women. I was wondering, like, what do you tell women? Like, I know you tell women not to shit test them, like, but you just tell them to follow the man's lead, in which they should, right?
Yeah, well, I tell women to learn how to pick quality dudes. That's what I teach women. So that's the thing. So I teach women how to pick quality dudes, and I teach men how to be quality. You feel what I'm saying? And I also teach women how to be quality also in relationship to the dude. But the thing is that a lot of women, what they do is that because they're game goofy, because a lot of women is game goofy, which is why it's hard for them to keep a man interested. Since they're game goofy, what happens is that they end up doing shit like shit tests, which is the type of shit that repels quality men. You understand what I'm saying? Because a quality dude, he's not going to really adhere or like or even involve himself dealing with a woman who's shit testing him. He's gonna look at that as disrespect in a lot of situations. You see what I'm saying? Because for the quality man, his expectation is cooperation. So if there's no cooperation there, I'm not going to really be even wanting to fuck with you. So a lot of times what'll happen is that the fucking shit test is a turnoff for the dude, and then therefore if that woman wanted that guy, she's gonna usually lose out on him because he's like, yo, this chick she's fucking turning me off right now. I'm not really even interested anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't even like shit tests. Again, I don't like shit tests. Like I try to do the business comparison, but like I think the important distinction that you made is that like you saying women are looking like how to look for quality dudes, like that's not shit testing. Shit testing is totally different. So I get that now. I kind of loop them together as like qualifying and shit testing is like the same thing, but they're not. Totally two different, you know, separate. How you go about it, right? Right.
Yeah, and also too, again, like I said, women are shit testing to sort of get rid of the beta males. You understand? So they're like, well, I'm trying to test them to see if he's an alpha male. But the irony of that is that sometimes doing that is the thing that repels the alpha male from the chick. You see what I'm saying? So it's like she's almost fucking herself up by doing that. See, a chick who's smart, instead of doing shit tests, what she would do is she would actually first cooperate with the guy and then see what type of guy she's dealing with. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing. But women don't, you know, they don't want to do that. Women, a lot of times what women do, a lot of times are also looking for the easy way out. You understand? Like women are the way women approach the game is equivalent to how a lot of these black pill type of dudes approach the game. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same fucking thing. It's like they want the most out of the game with giving the least amount of effort. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so women are like, oh, I want me a good looking, strong, sexy guy who's making a lot of money, but the chick don't want to have to do nothing for it. You understand? She don't want to have to be an on-point woman. She just want an on-point man, period. You understand what I'm saying? She don't want to have to work at it. So it's the same. So that's the same thing where they'll be game goofy, because I always say this. It's interesting how women can get an abundance of guys to fucking want to get with them and have sex with them, but they just can't keep these niggas. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's incredible. It's like you hear women like, oh, I can't find a man. I'm like, really? All these motherfuckers that's trying to get in your pants, and you don't know how to turn that into a guy who actually wants to fuck with you? That mean you ain't got no game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You see what I mean?
Can I ask you? Yeah, can I ask you another question? It's
go ahead.
The nice guy thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you say yeah?
Yeah, go ahead. You good?
So I don't know how all guys feel about this, but when a woman calls you a nice guy, like I know if you looked up nice in a dictionary, it's mean like caring, a friendly person. Like there's a positive connotation associated with that word nice. But I've heard from some perspectives, I don't know if it's Miles or you, or maybe some people, they're saying nice is like when a woman calls you a nice guy, like she's basically kind of saying like you're weak. Like I know it kind of depends on the woman, but what would you say if a woman says like, hey, like Bob, he's a nice guy. Like I'm not attracted to him, but he's a nice guy. What would you say about that?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. If she's saying it, if she's saying it in the sense of, like you said, if she's like, oh, he's a nice guy, but I'm just not attracted to him, that's really all you need to know, is that that's why she thinks he's so nice. It's like, oh, he's such a nice dude. He's so, because it's just code word for, yeah, he's the type of guy I'm not really turned on by, but he's cool. You understand what I'm saying? Is that type of shit. You understand? It's that type of thing where she's just not turned on by that guy. See, it's a woman could be turned on by a guy who's a good guy. Because see, when you say nice guy, in the context of the game,
I don't like that term. I feel like it's weak. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, because in the context, because you could be a nice guy in regular life, like, oh, you're a nice dude, whatever, he's a nice guy. But in the context of game, when we talk about attraction and sexual attraction and romantic relationships, being a nice guy is weak. You understand what I'm saying? Because all it demonstrates is that you're the type of guy who don't turn women on. You're the type of guy who women aren't sexually attracted to. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing where, for and it's unfortunate that a lot of dudes just don't understand, because for a lot of guys, they think that, oh, well, I'll be nice to her and that should make her like me because I'm a nice person, and so therefore she should like that because I'm nice. And then they lose their minds because they're like, why is she staying with that guy who's a jerk and a guy who, and it just boggles their mind. And it's like, it's not that a guy is a jerk or an asshole, it's that he's more real. You understand what I'm saying? A nice guy is one fucking tone. He's just nice. A bad boy, or the guy they call a jerk, 1 minute he's cool, next minute he's not, next minute he feels like this way, next minute he wants to go here, next minute he's like, look, I feel this way, or this is what I really want, and I'm just being honest with you. And see, the bad boy, the reason why women are attracted to him is because he's constantly letting the woman know that I do not care about losing you. The nice guy is always telling the woman, I care about losing you. You understand? And that's basically what it is. So their whole demeanor, the nice guy is doing everything in his power to try to not lose the girl and to make the girl like him. The bad boy is like, yo, listen, I'm just doing me, and either you gonna rock with me or you're not, and I'm good with that. And so what happens is on a subconscious level for a lot of women, it's like the fact that he's there, because this is also another part of it too. What the bad boy is saying is, I'm here, but I don't really need to be here. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm choosing to be here with you and fuck with you. right? Which is attractive. You see what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, yeah, but couldn't you also say why a bad boy attracts the woman is right? It's basically saying like, since I don't need you, basically he's saying like I have other women around, so I'm attracted to other women. And so I think what you're saying earlier, right, is that when a woman knows that a guy pulls a lot of chicks, she'll be attracted to that man, right?
Right.
That pulls other girls. So that's incorporated into that bad boy like attitude, right? Okay.
Right, exactly. Because also you gotta understand is that when women see that other women want you, you know what I'm saying? That makes you more attractive because again, women are attracted to guys who are leaders, guys who are assertive, guys who other people deem as interesting. You understand? And so she's looking at it like, well, there must be something interesting about this guy if like other women want him, right? And so just even off that type of situation, that'll make a woman attracted to you. You see what I mean? But also because when a guy is a nice guy, he's saying, damn well, I'm with you or I'm dealing with you because I feel like I need you. So I'm doing everything in my power to try to make you comfortable enough to sort of have me. And women don't want the guys who feel that they need, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I need to have you. They want the guys that are sort of making choices basically at every minute to say, yeah, I can take it or leave it. And so that's just the energy that's in the interaction. And so a lot of dudes don't get that because, again, from a guy's perspective, he may say, yeah, I would love a woman who's nice to me. That would make me happy. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is for women want men who are more real. You understand what I'm saying? And also and this is also another key too, is that the reason why women like guys who are more real, this is why women hate guys. You always hear women like, I hate liars. I hate liars. Why you gotta lie and be this and this and that? The reason why women like guys who are more real, because the realness actually is more security and safety for the woman. You understand what I'm saying? Because understand that the way a woman survives out here is for her to be able to use what's going on and know what's going on in order to, put herself in position to thrive. So if a guy is honest with her and he says, hey, listen, I don't want nothing serious. I just want to, hang out, hook up with you a couple times and keep it pushing, right? Now, that woman knows, okay, this is what I'm getting dealing with this guy, so I can act accordingly if I want this to happen and make this go down. Now, with the nice guy, the woman doesn't know what the fuck the nice guy wants. What is he doing? What's his angle? What are you trying to do? And so she can't really work with that. You understand? So therefore, she's not attracted to that. You understand what I'm saying? And this is like some subconscious shit. Because in order for her to manipulate
DNA,
through the life,
like
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna
Go ahead, what you saying?
I ain't gonna cut you off though, but isn't there on the DNA though that women look for the man for security, right? So every woman's gonna be attracted because of his DNA and the strength that a man provides, regardless of whether he's a nice guy or a good guy. Like if you compare an alpha and a nice guy, she's always gonna want the alpha, right? Because it comes down to DNA. So, what would you say to that?
We said it again?
So, I was going to say basically that you saying that it goes down on a subconscious level, but once you say, too, that even a little bit more like DNA, right? Because it's encoded to a woman to want a bad dude, like an alpha. So, she's going to pick the alpha regardless of whether he's a nice guy, right?
Well, yeah, that's also, too, because the natural thing is for the woman to procreate with the strongest male. You understand what I'm saying? To make the strongest, babies and all that other shit. So that's what's going to happen. But again, what makes that guy strong is the fact that he is a risk taker. Because again, the nice guy isn't a risk taker. The nice guy is, I want to play it safe to try to get you to like me. The bad boy is like, listen, I'm being who the fuck I am, regardless if you're going to want me or not. And so what it is that he's putting it all on the table to where he could lose the woman. And so because she sees that, it's like, oh shit, like this guy's a risk taker. This guy, he moves in a certain direction. He has a stance on what he's trying to do. And so that's attractive. And it's also attractive because, like I said, now she can see. It's like a woman wants a guy generally who she could almost set her clock to. You understand? So that means, and see, this is where consistency comes, because see, a lot of guys, this is what a lot of guys think. A lot of guys think that, being super inconsistent and being very vague all the time and being just wishy-washy all the time, they think that's what will get a girl to like them, because they think that sort of confuses her and brings intrigue and all that other stuff, right? Now, on the surface, in certain situations, that could work at the beginning, but it's really short-lived because she's still sort of guessing and trying to figure you out, right? But what happens is, once she figures out the type of guy you are, and usually this happens quickly, when she figures this out, she either figures out you're an alpha type of dude or a beta type of dude. She figures out you're a nice guy type of guy or a guy who's a bad boy type of dude. You understand what I'm saying? And so what happens is that when I say she can set her clock to you, what that means is that she knows how real you are, so that she understands what she's getting into. You understand? So meaning that, let's say you're the type of guy who says, look, I'm just trying to hook up with you every few times a month or whatever. I'll see you when I see you, whatever. So what happens is that when you hit her up to hook up, she understands that this is the thing that's going to go down. And so she feels comfortable enough to engage and deal with you and give you what you want, because you already came to her and let her know what the fuck it is. Right? But when you're a nice guy, what happens is that you are displaying characteristics that already are inauthentic, because it's just this straight line. You understand? It's just a straight line.
Feminine, right?
Right.
Would you say it's kind of feminine?
Say that again?
Would you say it's kind of feminine too, to be like a really nice guy?
Well, yeah, also that too, because you're trying to cater to the woman, when the woman should be catering to the man. But she needs an actual man to cater to. But if you're not being masculine, then she can't cater to you. So all of that shit is out of whack when you're a nice guy. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's all out of whack. It's all out of whack for the chick. And so what I'm saying is that the chick has to be able to rely on your realness. That's the point. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a dude could be a guy who, and when I say consistent, what I mean is he's being consistently himself. You understand?
Yep.
And that's the thing. And the nice guy is consistently being fake. You see what I mean? And that's what chicks don't fucking like. It's crazy. And that's why these nice guys always lose, because she's and what chicks will do is that sometimes they'll use the nice guy for his time, his energy, his resources, and then discard him, because she's like, okay, well, I see that you're gonna do all of this shit, and the whole time she's saying, when is this guy gonna be real? And then she realizes he's not, and she's like, well, fuck it, I'm not really trying to fuck with you no more. You feel what I'm saying? Because she already sees you keep doing that type of shit. Because again, like I said, and again, this goes back to the shit test. This is why the woman will shit test, because the shit test, again, is for the betas, for the nice guys. Because what happens is, again, she got with some dude who she thought was like a cool guy, and then they talked, they probably hung out, and then she said to him, you know what? I don't know if this is going to work. And then he fucking turned into a goddamn psycho. He turned into Elliot Rodger. These are the nice guys. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when they invest, because what happens is the nice guys, they go on all these dates, they invest all this time, they invest all this money, and so when the girl changes her mind about not wanting to fuck with them, they feel like they're owed something. And so because they feel like they're owed something, that's where the anger and frustration comes out, because they keep going through that pattern. You see what I'm saying? And then so they, you know what I mean? They end up being MGTOWs or some shit. They end up being fucking, some or some psycho type of dude who just, and the women see this. You see what I'm saying? This is what.
So wouldn't this?
Go ahead.
So wouldn't this go back to conditional love? Because if you're doing it, if they think they're gonna get something out of it, that's conditional love, right? Versus just doing it, an alpha does something unconditional because he doesn't care what everybody else was going to think he's just doing it for himself, right?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. See, and that's what I'm saying. That's the problem. These motherfuckers, they'll go on 3 or 4 dates expecting sex. And then so when sex don't happen, they mad at the chick, right? But the chick never said to them or promised them they was going to fuck. You understand? But they think that they're owed the sex because they went on all the dates. But I tell guys, listen, if you want to have sex, tell the chick you want to have sex, right? Or if you want to go on a date to feel her out to see what type of girl she is, cool. Go on that first date, see what's popping, and then the next time y'all meet, y'all can fuck. But if you're going on 3, 4, 5 dates and you sitting there kissing her ass and sucking up to her and buying her a whole bunch of shit and doing all this extra stuff, and then get mad at the girl when she says, you know what, I think we should just be friends. You know, I don't feel a connection here, blah, blah, blah. That's on the dude, because he was the one, because he, again, and they use a lot of vague language. They're like, hey, girl, let me take you out because I want to get to know you, right? So he took the girl out and he got to know her. So what the fuck is he mad about? You see what I'm saying? If he don't get no pussy. See, but he gets mad because he was being all indirect with the shit. And when the girl don't want to fuck him, he's mad. But if he was being a real dude, he would have just told the girl, hey, listen, I want to have sex with you. I want to get you naked. I want you to come back to my place. I want to do this. I want to do that. But nice guys don't do that shit. They hold their tongue. They act like they don't, I don't just want sex. I want to get to know you. I'm different. I'm not like these other guys. And then when they don't get the pussy, they act like fucking bitches and then get mad at the chick for not fucking them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, they were like other guys. They were just being fake. So whenever you're a nice guy, you're literally being a fake motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? That's all that is.
After that too.
That's all that is, man. But yo, bro, I appreciate the call, my brother. I got to get up out of here. I'm going to holler at you, man.
Yeah, peace, man. Have a good night.
All right, peace.
God bless you, guys. Peace.
All right. So, guys, that is about it. So make sure that you guys get this book, How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Make sure you go to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. Also, make sure you guys hit that donate button. Shout out to everybody who donated. Appreciate it. Click the button to donate. Make sure that you guys also go to Patreon, patreon.com/Mr. Locario, to check out the program, How to Get Laid Without Going on Dates. Make sure you guys check that out. And also check the other Patreon, patreon.com/The Confidence Show. And shout out to everybody in the chat. And I'll holler at y'all again. I'll probably be on tomorrow if I have time. So I gotta work on the Bad Boy membership program. But if I have time, I'll do another live stream. But if not, I will do a live stream on Friday. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody in the chat, and I'll let y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.